Yeah.
I was going to say that would be absolutely wonderful.
That actually would, wouldn't it? Yeah, I didn't think about that.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3.
When last we left our heroes, a plan to take down the Gorgon in the stables was interrupted by the unexpected arrival of Tanea, custodian of the College of Spirits, who delivered dire word of an ambush upon arriving in the Nine Hells. Gathering our heroes together in the manor courtyard, Tanea then shifted into the form of Numenot Hyacinth, the custodian of Rundamar, the College of Whispers. After drawing a teleportation circle, Numenot coaxed our heroes through it by casting mass suggestion. They arrived in a large sylvan throne room and came face to face with the ancient and decrepit Kalis Lightcloak, the last remaining paragon. After revealing the origin of the Latent, the offspring of a consummation of a hidden love between the Shadow Lord and the favored maiden, Kalis Lightcloak warned our heroes that some unseen force had been trying to gain entry to Zekrest since the Rivening over 1,200 years ago. The progenitor of the elves then told of the Cosmweir, a relic erected by the gods to keep out whatever force was trying to get in, before making one last startling revelation that Kalis Lightcloak was, in fact, the hero king of legend and the founder of the Three Kingdoms. It was in that time at the elf nursing home, and our heroes were ushered back to Verine Manor after catching a glimpse of a massive and sprawling treetop city they could only assume was the very heart of Ryle Mora. Upon their return, our heroes formulated a plan. They would take 2 days respite at the manor before setting off for Wellsgrove on the way to Parassus and possibly Sorvel. Then they then grabbed Morlo and headed to the stables to complete some unfinished business. Who else wants to help with the Gorgon?
Before we continue with the Gorgon, I would like to point out that I don't know if you can call what we did planning. We just kind of like sat there and we're like, yeah, 2 days sounds fine. I guess I'll go with the Gorgon.
All right, Ed, I did just send you a link in Messenger to join the Roll20 if you would like, and Dean says hi. And then that will let you see what we are seeing.
Hi, Nerderinos.
Hello.
Hello,
All right,
nerds.
Yeah, I mean, it's as much planning as I've ever actually seen this group of miscreants do. So,
amen.
Pantheon always has them.
Oh,
yeah,
Logan, I
but
think you're
having
frozen.
a plan is not exactly the same as planning.
Well, it's like
Can't wait to hear one of them. Super excited.
Like the old saying, plans are useless. Planning is essential.
General Patton.
Mm-hmm. Crazy motherfucker that he was.
Yeah, so okay. Looks like Scott is a bit late joining us. So in the meantime, we can get set up for however you guys want to deal with the Gorgon in the stables. That'll be the first thing we take care of tonight.
Well, Morlo's in front, even if he's not here.
Nice.
I would agree with that statement, yeah.
Ooh, put the guy with the giant shell in front.
I mean, if nothing else, just put him in his shell. He'll be fine. When he hops on, we'll be like, "We got you ready, bud."
Play like Mario.
Well, we can knock him around like a hockey puck.
Coming in hot with the big brain energy.
Can we take a short rest before we fight the Gorgon?
All right. So the stables themselves, there are 3 entrances to the stables. There is the north entrance and the south entrance, which are both the big rolling style doors that like can roll open to allow the livestock in and out. And then there is a smaller entrance to the west, which is what everybody, when Titus, Emma, and Xanthion examined the stables last time, that was the entrance that they came through. So where does everybody want to enter the stables, and who is going in what order? I need a marching order.
We'll all stand in front of the big door.
The north or south big door?
The
south big door is the one that is right by the Gorgon.
No, the one that's furthest from the Gorgon.
Okay.
Sure, we'll take a different door because it leads to the same room, right? Is that what you said?
It's basically just one big internal like space. There's 5 stalls that are along the eastern wall. And the only stall that is occupied is the southernmost stall that has the Gorgon in it. The other 4 had the nightmares in it, which have been dealt with already.
They are now glue.
Just throw the map up and I guess put us all. You don't have the outside of the place mapped, do you?
No, I do not.
I'll be at the main entrance, the main door that's furthest away.
Okay.
Go to the one that's closer to like be the one to open and move behind the door so it doesn't like kill me.
All right. So Titus, we're putting you there.
I'll be with Xanthion to pull his ass out
And
of trouble.
as everybody's coming in, I'm going to be like, if you see green smoke, don't let it touch you.
Xanthion, which entrance do you want?
The south one that's close. South one is the closest to the door, right? That the Gorgon's in.
Yes.
I'll go to that one.
Like right there, just outside the door.
Yes.
Okay. And Emma, you said you are with.
I'm gonna be with Xanthion to pull his ass out of whatever trouble he gets himself into.
Fair enough.
Okay. And then Petra, where do you want to be?
Whatever entrance, is there any, all I see is black. Is there any entrance that isn't covered?
Well, if we put you right
Oh.
there.
Perfect.
Is that good?
Yep.
Felix, where would you like to be?
Felix is actually at the house. He was taking a nap, remember?
Well, no, this is at some indeterminate point in the future. If you want Felix to take part, this is once everybody has decided to convene down and deal with the Gorgon. So if you want Felix to take part in this, he can. Otherwise, I can remove him from the map.
Yes, no. Fuck it. He's in a fuck it kind of mood anyway.
All right, where would you like Felix to be?
Let's see. What's the main entrance where everyone's coming in? Sorry.
Well, we've got Titus taking the north. We've got Xanthion and Emma taking the south. And so far we have Petra taking the west.
Yeah, I'll just saunter in.
All right. So I will just let you place Felix's token where you want it for the opening of the battle.
My screen is totally black, by the way. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong.
Hold on just 1 second.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I say it's just how Roll20 is. He'll put a token in for you so that way you can see.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He can be the mystical observer.
Indeed.
He is the watcher.
Let's actually just take this.
Have you
off.
watched those what ifs?
There we go.
Yes.
And one more question. How do I make everybody's like token smaller so it's not covering so much of the screen? Is there a way to do that?
That's in the
Zoom out.
Yep, the little slider bar, top right corner of.
Got it.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
And Felix, I will let you place your token where you want it. Jim, where would you like Natari to be?
The safest spot you can find.
That would be up here. Because
Yes.
it's the furthest away.
I didn't think you'd actually give me that spot. Cool.
He puts you
Now-
inside the
Now
pin
put me in the
corner.
opposite spot of that spot because I know your safest is not your safest.
And then we'll put Morlo over there by Petra. And hopefully Scott joins us tonight. Okay. So I will have, let's see here. It's clear. Go ahead, select your token, roll initiative.
Can we say we took a short rest before this fight? Party
Um,
PM.
Well, this is like a day after.
Yeah,
So
like-
yeah, you
you
can get
would
a
have
long
a
rest.
long rest by this point.
Even better.
Okay. And
Oh, I gotta select that token. Shoot.
let's see here. Natari had an 18, but I don't think that transferred over. So
Correct.
let's move him down. Add turn. 18. We'll go descending. And all right, and while I'm getting this set up, if you guys want to discuss what the strategy
I
is,
cannot hear
because you
Steven.
guys
Is that just me?
say what? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, I can.
And
Oh, I
Yes,
can't hear anything.
can you hear
I think
us?
that's me.
It's me, Petra. Can you hear me?
Yep.
We can
about
hear
now?
you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Beautiful. So I was going to say, while I'm getting this set up, if you guys want to discuss any strategy amongst yourselves, because you guys definitely would have had an opportunity to talk out strategy on the way down to the stables if you wanted to.
Who's the quickest one out of all of us?
That'd be
honestly,
fair.
probably Titus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the rogue.
Very quick.
to open the door. We need to
I
open the
mean-
door without being seen. That's what needs to happen.
I mean,
But-
we could. I could go open the door and just open it towards myself so he can't see me.
As an invisible person.
He's in a cage.
Yeah.
But it's a pen, so like the bottom, the door's just at the bottom, so I could just crash beneath it, open it, and swing
No,
towards
it
myself.
can't see through the cage. The only time it started spraying shit at us and trying to get at us is when we came in and started making noises and bothered it.
Okay. Let me ask this question. I pictured one of those stall doors to where it's just half a door.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Is
Yeah,
that what
is
it?
the way that it is. Yes.
Okay. And
Okay.
it just couldn't see over the door.
It could see over the door. That's how it. Yeah.
Can you bring the mic closer to you so you can talk? a little
Yeah,
bit?
sure. So the way that it was able to use its petrifying breath was it basically stuck its head out over the top of the stall door.
Okay.
So when it wasn't able to see you, it was because you guys like hid like out of its line of sight, because it has a very narrow line of like range of sight from inside of that stall.
Okay,
Okay.
if you're wanting to move in without being seen, we all need to go in through the top.
I'll just crawl on the floor. And
No,
open
here's
it.
the plan. Here's the plan.
Oh boy.
I am going to open up the door and
Okay.
I'm going to come back to where I'm at as quickly as fucking possible. All right. Once that thing sees me and starts charging after me, I'm going to run away. It is
Are
going
you
to
going?
it is going to follow me because I'm the only one it sees. This is on purpose. This is part of the plan. The healer is going to be out of the way of the door, kind of right here. So Natari needs to go over here somewhere.
I already
And
am.
then Christian come in over here. And then you all come in behind it once it starts chasing me. And then from there, we'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to be that hard to take this thing down.
So you're gonna run over
I'm going to look. I'm going
and
to run.
unlock it.
I'm going to run down there. I'm going to unlock that door, and I'm going to walk away, and everything's going to be fine. Trust
Why
me.
wouldn't we just attack it while it's inside?
Xanthon would like to point out to the party that it is immune to being petrified.
Okay, so everybody knows this, and the
That is
reason
it.
we're are we going to take turns as it? I mean, it petrified Xanthion last time you just tried to look at it,
So maybe
and it tried to burst the door down.
Petra perks up and says, all I heard is, let's see what happens. So I'm in.
All right,
Okay, so why don't we?
we're taking Petra's turn, and I'm going.
yeah. Xanthon's just gonna knock an arrow in his bow, and get
So
ready to shoot at it.
for the purposes of this,
Dad,
we will
can you
say
bring it closer to you? Like they're
For the
talking-
purposes of this, we'll say that like we will actually go into the round order once the door has been opened.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Hey, Shannon.
Yeah.
On a cursory observation of the building, any of the windows open?
I'm sorry?
I said, on a cursory observation of the building, any windows open?
No, none of the windows are open.
Are
Thank
there
you.
even windows? It's a
There are
barn.
there are windows on the loft floor, which
Okay.
is the right hand side. There are no windows on the ground floor. So
Okay, Isaac, just so I don't feel like an idiot, you're wanting to go up one at a time and just walk in front of the front box and then shoot it while it's in the box.
And then we just
That doesn't seem like a dignified way to die.
Yeah, I wanted to have a fighting chance.
It will also break out.
I'm bored also, okay?
Yeah.
If we're
I
being
mean-
completely honest.
You were talking about the Gorgon. I thought you were talking about Emma.
No,
I was
no,
sitting here taking
no.
shots at
Petra's like,
Emma.
I need some
was-
action.
I was like,
You
that's
no.
just
Petra likes to
everybody
play with her
puts
food.
Emma in a cage and takes turns shooting her. What the fuck?
All right.
I like Titus's plan. I'm ready for it.
all right, so what we're gonna do is call this a surprise round. So what I need you to do, Titus, you will be the only one who is taking a turn on this surprise round.
Oh, there's Morlo.
Hey, good deal. Awesome.
Hi,
All right.
Scott.
So I'm the only one taking a turn during the surprise round.
During the surprise round. So
All
I
right.
need you to start up here because we got to keep track of what your movement is. Because
Okay.
you have one turn to get in, do this, and try to get out.
I am moving. The door's still shut, right?
I mean,
Technically, technically wouldn't initiative start until the
Are you-
bull actually aggressions actually start.
Are you arguing with the DM?
Wow.
I'm just
No,
asking a
Suggestive
question.
thinking.
well, no, I think the best way mechanically to resolve this is to call this a surprise round where basically the Gorgon is not yet aware of what's going on. So everybody is still in initiative order, but the only
Mhm.
person who's actually taking an action this round is Titus. So we're basically going to
Okay.
call this round 0.
Okay.
Round 0. No, round 0.
All
Zero.
right.
Yeah,
Spells. I'm casting invisibility on myself.
And we can say that's done before you actually start your turn because that
Okay.
would eat up the action on your surprise
And
round.
then I am going. There's the start of the action. I'm sneaking in.
Roll me a stealth check.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Is Natar just standing in the middle of the
And
thing?
then I am going to re-roll that.
Okay, go ahead and mark that off. There you go.
And let me go over my action. So you see me start going in, and then I just kind of glitch and keep going. And
All right. So that is, you've used 10 feet of movement to get there. 20, 25.
well, I meant it won't let me.
Okay,
That's
so
the
that's
way
just a diagonal.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now, what's your movement?
My movement is 30 feet.
All right. So 30 gets you to there. Are we
Yeah.
using cunning action to dash?
I'm using cunning action to dash.
So then that'll get you
Af-
there after 10 feet.
All right. Then I'm going to unlock the door and open it. Can I reach it?
Yeah. You
Or
can
is it
reach it from, no, you can reach it from that square. That's
And
fine.
then I'm just swinging the door open.
Okay.
And then when I swing the door open, I'm going. How much more movement I got?
You've got 20 feet of movement.
All right.
And you still got an action.
10. I mean 20. So right there, right?
Yep. And that gives you, that has used your movement and then your bonus action and your object interaction.
And now I
for
can
opening
use
the
my
door. Now you
regular
can
dash.
use your regular action to dash if you want to get all the way out.
5, 10, 15, 20.
And that gets you out. Okay.
And then I'm going to stay invisible, but I'm making it obvious that I'm there by putting up a bunch of dust.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All
And-
right.
And
Just
then
screaming.
actually, can I just drop the invisibility now?
Yeah, you can stop concentrating if you
Yeah,
want.
I'm gonna stop
Hey, Dad.
concentrating as soon as I get out, and then look at Felix and be like, "See, I told you, the door's open."
Mm.
You know what would be funny?
What?
You should hold concentration until the bull steps out, looks around, and then you drop concentration when he looks at your direction, and so it's like a dramatic reveal.
No.
Nice.
I want him to come out and see me and start right at me.
All right. So top of round 1. And Morlo, you're up.
Okay. I'm kind of out of it here, guys. Let me figure out. Okay, we're fighting this big bull-looking thing.
I think everybody should. It might be wise for everybody to just hold some sort of ranged action to like bust open the door and attack when it starts chasing after Titus, because that was the plan.
Okay, so in game, Morlo's not sure what to do, so he's gonna look around. And can he indicate that's what Emma wants him to do?
We talked. I know you just got here late. We were talking about. We had talked about like a plan before, which was basically to get it chasing Titus, and then we
Okay.
bust out.
So Morlo, obviously just getting here and not knowing what the hell's going on, asks, "What should I do?" Anybody?
Wait for it to chase Titus and then attack it.
So don't provoke it.
I would
Don't
hold.
provoke.
Can you hold a charge action?
I think.
Is that something he can do, Shannon?
Same as
But you-
dash?
You can hold your movement. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just do that then. I'll
All
hold
right.
it.
So you were holding. What is your trigger? When are you going to start dashing in?
We could say that I was going to yell now.
Okay, that works.
When somebody understanding the situation better tells Morlo to move, he'll move.
All right. Xanthion, Xanthion, you're up.
All right. Xanthion's gonna peek in, cast Hunter's Mark, bonus action.
Do you have to be able to see the target? Because as of right now, you cannot see the Gorgon. The door is just open to the stall.
Yes, I have to see it.
Okay. Now you could hold Hunter's Mark as your action until you see it.
He's going to see you.
Oh, okay. What's the plan, Xanthion?
I'm just gonna ready an action to attack once Titus gives the signal.
What type of attack?
Longbow.
Got it. So you're holding a longbow. Natari, what are you doing?
Guiding bolt.
All right. You currently can't see it. So are you holding guiding bolt?
Oh, shoot.
or-
Dang it. If I can't see it, then I'm holding.
No, you can hold guiding bolt.
Yeah, I'm going to hold it. I thought I could see it, but you're right. I can't see it. I'm around them.
Yep. And it is currently not out of the stall yet. So, all right. So you are holding guiding bolt. So you are-
Shannon, I have a question. Can I do sharpshooter with ready to action?
it's an attack, right?
Yeah.
What does the feat actually say?
It's whenever you take the attack action, you can declare before you roll that to take a -5 for a +10 to damage if you hit.
Yep.
Kind of a gray area because you're technically holding your attack, but yeah, I would allow it because
Yeah.
why wouldn't you be able to do that?
I ignore disadvantage on long range attacks and then ignore half and 3/4 cover.
Okay. Okay, good to know, but it does technically have full cover from you right now because you
Mm.
cannot see any part of it.
Right.
Okay, so Natari, you are concentrating by holding guiding bolt. Petra, you're up.
I'm reading the instructions and I'm not questioning you, but it doesn't say I have to be in sight. It just says a flashlight streaks towards a creature of your choice within range. But you're saying I have to be in sight, correct?
Oh wow. Hold,
That's
hold
good.
on. That's a
That's-
very good question.
Holy shit, Jim, that's awesome.
I didn't. What?
It says make a ranged spell attack against the target. On hit, the target takes 30, blah, blah, blah. Ready?
Oh, ranged spell attack. It has to be in line of sight for an actual. If you're rolling, then it technically has full cover from you.
Oh right, yeah. So you would have 0 chance of hitting it.
Okay.
So yeah, good, yeah, good call, good catch, Jim. Good catch. You're right. It doesn't technically say that you have to see it, but since it's an attack roll, then not being able to see it gives you no chance to actually hit it.
Jim
Oh,
still
awesome,
gets
but-
mad props. That was awesome.
Nice attention
Yeah.
to detail, though. If Natari doesn't already have inspiration, he does now.
Cool.
Petra, you're up.
Okay, Petra's not going to strike until something happens. So she's going to cast motivational speech for everybody else. And she's gonna hold on to her dagger of hurled insults. She's whispering bullshit into it.
Gotcha.
You dirty motherfucker.
Yeah, she's charging it.
Start to your hit points. Okay, so everybody gets 5 temporary hit points and advantage on wisdom saves for 1 hour.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Felix, you're up.
Popping the wings. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm not gonna be on ground level with this thing.
That's
So
fair.
your Radiant Soul is active. Is that a bonus action or an action?
That's full on action.
I'm sorry?
That's full on action.
That is a full action. Okay. All right. Gorgon's turn. Gorgon, seeing the doorway open, let's see what its movement is. Movement of 40, and it has to squeeze through the door. So that is difficult terrain. So that is 10. That then puts it in line of sight of you, Xanthion, but your trigger was waiting to hear Titus. give
No,
the
we're
correct?
with the doors closed.
Xanthion said he was peeking in, so I assumed that meant that he was cracking the door.
I have cracked the door a little, not
Yeah.
just enough that I can see, and
Right. So you do have you now have line of sight on it, but your trigger was waiting until Titus gave the signal, right?
yeah.
Got it. So that's 10, 15.
Can I say something to it?
It's got a passive perception of 14, and you dropped invisibility. It notices you. It
Okay.
just turns and looks at you.
All right.
And
while it's looking at me, I'm starting to shape change into a bullfighter.
got it.
Jeez. Nice.
All right. Real quick here.
Your
Oh,
your armor makes a cape, and you hold it up.
Yeah, I'm holding my cape up.
15, 20,
Your
25,
glamour armor. or
30,
whatever.
35, 40. Okay. And Felix, were you going up into the air or just popping the wings?
Oh no, I'm shooting straight up.
So 30 feet up?
Just
Okay.
sort of sorry, like see ya.
Is he not going to charge me? Is the bull not going to dash?
He has petrifying breath.
The bull is not. It is going to take its movement and then use its petrifying breath on you.
Okay.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. That is a failure.
And I will re-roll it.
Okay.
I'm gonna glitch. Where did that go? All right, and roll again.
That is also a failure.
All righty. I will
So
see if
you-
it.
you are currently restrained. You feel your muscles tense up.
Okay. Can I speak?
Yes, you can speak.
No! No!
All right, everybody holding an action can take it.
Okay.
Xanthion, go ahead and roll your attack.
All right.
Felix just says under his breath, all according to plan, huh?
I'm gonna roll with the real dice because it's easier to do the attack.
Fine with
it.
me.
Hey,
Fine with me.
motivational speech gives Ben advantage on.
Wisdom
the
saves.
next
This was a
roll.
Constitution save.
Oh,
19.
my bad.
Hold on. Made me make sure that I didn't. No, it is not hit by an attack. So this is different.
Oh, he didn't get hit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not an
Never
attack. It's an area
mind.
of effect.
Rolled a
Balls.
19.
You rolled an 18?
19.
19. 19 just hits.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll
Roll.
damage.
Plus 10, so 21.
So you rolled a 19, including the -5?
Yeah, I just add plus 3 because I have a plus 8.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's mine.
All right, so that is 21 points of damage.
Yep.
All right.
Do I get
And
2
it-
attacks with my ready action?
No, when you ready an attack, you only get 1.
Got it.
Okay, so you see it come charging out and blow a billowing column of green gas toward Titus. You hear Titus scream now. You release your arrow. The arrow goes zipping through and actually plants right in between 2 metal plates on this thing's form and just kind of sinks in about 6 inches. And you hear it just kind of give like a grunting scream, like that sound that bolts make. And I'm not going to try to because my throat is still a little rough. So anyway.
And this is sound effects.
Titus, you're up.
Can Titus do anything?
Titus, you are restrained, which means that your speed is 0. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. Attacks against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. But you do still get an action.
Do I get a roll to get out of this?
You will roll at the end of your turn.
Okay. So I'd still have an action.
Yes, you still have an action.
Second level singularity dart.
Okay.
Straight at it.
And now that is an attack roll, so that will be at disadvantage.
Watch he rolls 2 high numbers.
Ah, fuck it. There's the first roll.
Okay.
Did that come out right?
Yeah, that you rolled an 8 and a 9.
Okay.
So
I
as your-
miss.
As your muscles tense up, you bring your hand forward and spin the lodestone in your hand and try, but it's like as you push the dart off, it's like your muscles just freeze up a little bit more and you just kind of like send it wide. It plants into one of the doors of the stalls beside of the Gorgon. At the end of your turn, I need you to roll another Constitution saving throw. $15 is a success.
So now I'm not frozen anymore.
And you feel like you just kind of shake off this paralytic effect of whatever this gas did to you. All right, Emma, you're up.
I want to. So the only one that's hit it so far is Xanthion.
Correct.
Is it like turning around to look at him?
It isn't yet because it's not his turn yet.
Yeah. But it definitely like noticed, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Emma is going to she's gonna yell at it, and she's just gonna yell, just making a loud noise. And when it turns around, she's going to wave her arms and I'm gonna open the door the rest of the way, and I'm gonna wave my arms around and try and get its attention. And I'm holding an action to do something. If it gets within 10 feet of me, I'll text you.
Okay, sounds good. So if it comes within 10 feet of you.
If it's like charging at me and it gets within 10 feet.
Okay. So your trigger is if it is within 10 feet. Got it.
Or breathes green smoke.
All right. Round 2, Morlo, you are up. At this point, the signal has been given, so you are free to do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Weird. I thought I'd get attacked because I was holding. No.
Oh, you were also holding. Go ahead and take that. Go ahead and take that. Oh, wait, no, you were holding your move. You were holding your move. So you get a move before your turn starts, then you will get a move on your turn as well.
Oh, I thought I was holding the lightning thingy.
Atari.
You still have not seen it.
I was going to step and play peekaboo.
All right. Morlo, go ahead and take your held movement.
Right. Can I go through this? Is this like a wall or what is this?
That is a
thing?
door that's right in front of you, so you can just go straight through it.
Okay. I'm going to bust right through it. And do I know where this thing is, or do I see it as soon as I go in there?
As soon as you're inside, it's pretty hard to miss.
Okay. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just going to run up. I'm not going to get too close, but I'm going to get like not knowing what his reach is. I'm going to come right here with my walking axe ready to go.
Okay. So that is what you do with your movement that you were holding. Go ahead and take your turn now.
All right. And I'm going to say something, now that I see what it looks like, I'm going to try to say something smart ass to it, but it's totally bad because Marlo doesn't talk shit, but he's trying. And I'm going to. Ooh, I have Leonellus pulled up. Wrong campaign.
You're in the wrong universe.
Exactly. No, there is a connection there. If you read my backstory, there's a connection from Leonellus to Morlo. Actually, through Bjornhelm. I don't think I've written that part yet. You remember how Bjornhelm has that ending?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Anyway, back to life, back to reality.
Oops, there goes gravity.
God.
Who is
Spaghetti.
Who is Exagora? I see a new face. I don't know.
That is my friend Ed, who I went to high school with and caught up with him while I was in Virginia for Mom's funeral, and he has expressed interest in possibly joining us. So he is going to sit in and see how we do things.
Cool. Nice
Good to meet you.
And he resides in Virginia.
You're in Virginia or Tennessee, Ed?
I'm actually in Tennessee, but I'm about 15 minutes from Virginia.
Okay,
cool.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to whip out the glaive, and I'm going to say, like, does this thing have? It looks like a bull.
Yep, it basically looks like a bull with like plated, like metal plates covering its body.
Okay. All right, and I'm going to say, take this, you stinking kestrel. I'm going to step up to it and whip out the. Aaron says, whip out the walking axe.
All right. And you get 2 attacks. Okay, so the first one you come swinging down and it just kind of just glances off of one of its metal plates, and then using the momentum of it being bounced up, you just kind of bring it up over your head and bring the walking axe down, and your second attack finds a weak spot in between 2 plates. So the second attack hits.
Cool.
That's 8 points of damage. Are you staying there or moving?
Maybe backing up a couple steps, because I think I took 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll back up. Just take my third.
Okay. So actually, you could have been there to attack because you've got a 10-foot reach.
That's what she said.
Okay.
All right.
Xanthion, you're up.
Xanthion's gonna pretty much just kick the door in. Oh wait, no, Em already opened it. Nope. He's just gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark
Okay, so you put your hunter's mark on the Gorgon.
And then I'm gonna take my first attack with sharpshooter. 13.
Just goes like glancing off of its plate, one of its plates.
Second attack. Nat 1.
Okay. 2 arrows just gotta go. The second one just doesn't even make contact, just goes sailing wide. Any movement?
Action surge.
Okay. Wait, what level
Uh,
fighter are you?
Second.
You are second. I thought you only had 1 level in fighter. Okay, so you do get an action surge.
21.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
There it is. Plus 10, so 23.
23.
Plus a d6. So
Plus
28.
Another 5 points of damage. Okay.
Fourth attack. 19 exactly.
That is exactly what you need to hit. Is this one was also with sharpshooter?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm rolling very well, and it scares me.
All right. So
13 plus a d. So 23 plus a d6, 24.
That's 24. So coming out like looking kind of like Buddy the Elf in the snowball fight scene. Xanthion is just like rapid firing his arrows, channeling his inner Legolas. And the first 2 shots just kind of glance off of its plates, and the bull turns to look a little bit more squarely on. And one arrow just sticks right in underneath its horns, and another one on its chest. So 2 arrows sticking out of it at this point. Natari, any movement for you?
I'm just gonna click on that. Okay. I'm just gonna move right inside the door. It's not letting me. Just right there.
Okay. All right. Natari, you are up.
I just moved this way 1 square.
Yep. And then as soon as you see that, you can go ahead and cast your guiding bolt.
Working on my trash talking, I say, does anybody like their bowl extra crispy? And that's not probably trash talking, but where's the guiding bolt? There it is. Boom. Oops. Boom.
All right. That is a 19 to hit. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, how do I do that? Shoot. Did I just do that or somebody else?
All right. So 46, that's 9 points of radiant damage.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
If you just click on the pink highlighted where it says guiding bolt, it auto rolls your damage.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you.
All right. So there you go. So kind of sandwiching between arrows and guiding bolt. It's kind of getting it from both sides, like a set of Chinese finger cuffs.
And I want to retreat back 5 feet, right?
All right. Sounds great. All right. Petra, you are up.
Okay, Petra would like to try to hop up onto the bowl.
Why did you just merge with Morlo?
I'm not merged with Morlo.
She's right above him.
I'm right above him. So she wants to try to perch and then like dig her claws in somewhere so she can
Marlo would
have a
never do
little
such-
fun.
Okay. Sounds good.
Pretty please.
Hey, Shannon.
Yes.
I just sent you something on Messenger.
Acrobatics or athletics?
You're trying to hit it with a claw attack?
No, I'm trying to hop up on the bowl, but then I want to use musical onslaught.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So go
Petra's
ahead
gonna
and
go, enough of this fucking bullshit, and then she's gonna pew pew bash it with her whatever she has. I don't remember what it's called. Dulcimer? Ukulele. We'll just call it ukulele.
okay.
Oh, are you okay?
Who are you talking to?
Sorry, Aaron bumped the
Okay,
table.
gotcha.
Was I supposed to roll athletics or acrobatics or anything?
To get up on it, go ahead and roll athletics.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo!
So you are now on the Gorgon,
Yay! Yeah.
and your musical onslaught.
In pun form.
All right.
We're gonna have to get her like a ukulele weapon made out of steel.
Nice.
Yes, please. I will play it and I will murder so many people with it.
Quick look here. Okay, so a 20 hits and
Yay.
do 5 points of thunder damage. So you guys watch as Petra like leapfrogs onto the back of this metal plated bowl, pulls out her ukulele and just strums it like a 1980s hairband rock star. And these waves of magical energy come radiating out from her instrument and shake into the bowl. It takes 5 points of thunder damage. Felix, you are up.
Okay,
Where's the music?
it's on.
I can hear it.
Huh.
We can hear it.
Let's see. Felix is gonna pop over here. How tall is the door?
The door is
Oh,
yeah, it's about 20 feet tall.
20 feet tall? Oh, fantastic. So Felix is just kind of flip upside down and descend a little, and then take a pot shot with Scorching Blast.
Okay.
And let's see here. I'm going to do that at or Scorching Ray, Scorching Blast. I'll do that at second level. Yeah.
So is that 2 or 3 rays?
That would be 2, I believe.
Okay.
One second.
So the
No,
first one's a critical hit.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, it's 3. So it is 3 blasts at second level.
Okay. 13 misses and a 16 misses, but the one that hits is a critical hit. So go ahead and roll damage. That is 16 points of fire damage.
And very quickly, I'm just going to yell before I go up above the door again, just so that way it can't see me or hit me with its breath. Petra, I'd get off of it. I have something I want to try.
Okay. It is the Gorgon's turn. It does not get its petrifying breath back. So it, being ridden by Petra, the closest enemy that it can actually see is Morlo. So it is going to step up to Morlo.
Okay.
And
So it doesn't react to my taunting.
It does not. Nope.
Okay.
Because it has immediate threats right in its face. All right. It is going to try to gore Morlo. That is a 23 to hit, so that hits. So it takes a step toward you, Morlo, and it just lowers its head and like tenses its shoulder, and its head comes bucking up, and its horns just dig into the chest plate of your shell. You take 25 points of piercing damage.
So that takes my five
And-
from Aaron, and then 15 more, right?
Yep.
Or 10, no, 20 more. 25 points.
So that puts you to 20 hit points.
Yeah.
You only have 20 hit points left?
I do. I took half of them.
Holy crap. Does the bull look bad?
Bull's looking rough.
Okay. Okay.
Bull's looking rough. Titus, you're up.
All right. I am going to.
Bullet, gun.
Let's try this again and then Singularity Dart at 4th level.
All right. Wait, how do you have 4th level spells?
I mean, at 2nd level. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say that's
Hey, I almost got away with it.
Well, welcome to that meddling DM.
We all just need to be like, yeah, he has a 4th level spell slot. What about it?
Titus just has a 4th level spell set. I mean, I have an 8, so it works out.
All right.
Everyone has a 9th
Then
and
I'm
a
gonna redo that with probability shift.
And is that your last probability shift?
No, I have. That's my last probability shift, but I have others in luck.
All right.
Why are you
got it.
redoing it? You rolled a 26.
No, first he rolled a 12.
First, I rolled a 12.
Oh.
The second one's a 26.
All right, so that is 16 points of force damage.
I wasn't gonna miss twice in a row with this.
All right, any movement?
Sure, why not? I'm gonna run and jump on this thing's back with her.
What? You're insane.
10, 15, 20, and then
Roll me an athletics check.
Oh my god.
10 is not enough, so you.
I don't get on it. I'm trying to be cool.
Yep.
I'm looking up at
into it.
I'm looking up at Petra like I'm trying to be cool.
He comes running up like he's gonna be awesome, and he like tries to jump up, and it's kind of like that moment where a guy tries to be cool and like slide across the hood of a car like Duke Boy style, but just stops right in the middle of it. And
I feel like he just kind of slapped against the side and is holding onto a leg.
yeah, basically from what you guys can tell, this Titus just tried to like belly bump this. He just kind of like runs and like mistimes his jump and just kind of like plants right into the side of this bull.
Awesome.
Hey,
Emma, you're up.
Shannon, I forgot to say it, but with Radiant Soul, it takes 7 extra radiant damage.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, well, there the plan. I don't think the plan worked out. I cast heat metal on it.
Petra's on it.
Interesting.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't. There it is.
Back Petra.
Yeah. Okay. So it just automatically.
It automatically takes it.
Well, let's see here. Choose a manufactured metal object, such as a metal weapon or a suit of heavy or medium metal armor that you can see within range. Now, this is not a manufactured piece of metal armor. This is naturally occurring, like plates on its body.
Oof.
So it's
But-
like
Plus
a,
Petra's
I
on
thought
it.
it was like a golem type thing.
But it is really cool, so I'm going to allow it.
Okay.
But Petra's on it, and she's going to take damage.
And it's an inventive use of the spell. So yeah, go ahead. So you cast.
I wanna. Okay, hold on.
I'm holding.
Can you like only do it?
Okay,
on
yeah, I'm just gonna cast it on it. It doesn't say I can like pick it. It doesn't say like an object how big it has to be or how small. So
No, and I would say like this is a large creature, so your effect is going to be localized to like a certain
what?
part of its body.
I can't see. Hold on. What?
Any creature within
What?
physical contact the object takes damage.
Yeah. So, and I'm just gonna say,
Petra,
That's fine. I'll take my lumps.
And Titus because he just face planted it.
Consequences of her reckless actions. I get it. It's fine.
Yeah.
burning cat smells
Here, let
terrible.
me roll the damage, I suppose.
yeah, roll 2d8.
Hey, just be thankful it's not electrical damage.
I very much am.
We have to like peel Petra off of it.
Oh, my entire D&D Beyond is
I
having
think
a
you rolled it
seizure.
already. If you look above the spell, it's rolled already. 10 fire damage.
Oh, got it. Okay. So, Petra, you also take 10 fire damage because you are on the bull. As all of a sudden your seat gets incredibly warm.
Back on my bullshit.
Literally.
But Isaac, how would you like to do this?
I feel like the Emma steps out and she looks at it for a minute as this occurs to her, and she's like, wait a minute. And like she thrusts out her hand and takes a step forward, and I want to it focused on like around the belly. It starts to glow hot, and then it just starts sputtering and like cracking sounds as the metal turns on the chest turns to slag, and the rest is red hot.
And you watch as like basically the chest plate just kind of collapses to the floor of the stables, followed with just a splash of entrails as the hoofs just give out and it kind of plants down and breathes no more, with
Petra.
two little wisps of green smoke in its last exhalation out of its flaring nostrils, and then rests.
Seeing like organs come out, Emma just kind of like sighs and looks away from it.
As the bull goes
I
down.
really
and
thought you
Petra-
were going to say you were going to start harvesting. Sorry, Aaron. Go ahead.
Ew.
God.
So yeah, Petra feels the heat of the armor, and she does a little jig to keep her feet from
Yep.
burning, and hops off.
The floor is lava. The floor is lava.
And she hops off, kind of fanning her little peats, and says, "Seared steak, anyone?"
I'm thinking this might make good armor for Morlo.
I wanted to eat that too.
Can I wear armor with my
If so, if you wear an armor that would give you a better armor class than what your shell gives you, you would get the better of the two armor classes.
okay,
So like,
then,
if,
go ahead.
so if you wear, I think with your shell, it's 17, and then I think you get a +2 because of your bracers of defense, right?
Yeah, I'm at 19. Yeah.
Yeah. So you would basically, you'd have to be in full plate or magical armor to get better than that.
So it wouldn't be worth it.
I mean, if
Can I make magical armor out of this?
It stands to reason that you could harvest the plates off of this thing and make some sort of like a magical plate out of it. But plate armor on its own gives you AC 18, so you'd have to make it like +2 magical armor to make
Okay.
it surpass the 19.
With what can I roll Arcana to see what all I need to know to do it?
Let me see what the rarity of
+2 armor would probably be very rare. Or rare.
+2
plus
magical
2.
Gorgon armor. That'd be awesome. And then put these bull horns on Morlo. Who's gonna fuck with him? Or put him on his shell.
So you would need to be level 6 in wizard to be
Wizard.
able to make very rare magic items.
That's 2 levels from now. So throwing
So
this
yeah,
in a bag is not a bad idea.
yeah, you could definitely harvest the plates off of this thing for future use.
I'm gonna
Shannon,
take a toll out of Emma's background and start harvesting this bull right now. Just
Shannon,
Yo, what's up?
This is how
um,
Toka and Razor happened, you guys.
what?
This is how Toka and Razor happened.
Can
Love the reference.
would it be? It's not an actual potion. Would it be possible to make a potion with this creature that has the effect of the stone skin spell?
or a grenade potion that when you burst it, it does the petrifying gas.
There might be some gland I could harvest with that. That would
That
be
would be
interesting.
cool.
Yeah, I
That's
would
kinda-
say it would be easier for it because really, like, there's no magical protection, so there isn't anything that would really give you the stone skin effect, and it doesn't have any like resistance to damages. It would
Maybe
be,
just something that would give like a flat temporary AC boost.
for that you would really need to just make something out of its plates because it's just natural armor. There's nothing inherently magical
Okay.
about the way that it gets its armor class. You definitely could harvest something that would like use like the petrification effect. Like
All right,
you could-
Emma's just she's gonna kind of look back towards it, see Titus start like taking this thing apart, and she's like, no, that's not how you. And she comes up and starts helping, and she's gonna do the same, look for some sort of gland in the head or snout for that petrification ability.
Okay, sounds good.
Petra approaches Felix, and her response to him saying, get off of it, I want to try something, is, yeah, I've heard that before, and it usually ends just like this. And goes to find some place to cool her feet.
At least I gave you the warning
Just like what? Which part?
for getting burned.
You'll have to figure it out for yourselves. Is there like
you want me
a
to-
pond or a puddle or something?
Do you want me to
For-
roll anything, Shannon, like an herbalism or something?
For and like this is for what? Trying to harvest something
Mhm.
to make like a petrification effect.
Yeah.
Roll.
Can I do like survival or investigation?
This would be. Let's call this. It's you're trying to make a potion, so let's just stick with Arcana.
My dice are across the room.
And that's just so far. Okay, so we're taking the 5 because that's what came.
Why
in
did it roll it
first.
twice?
No idea. But I mean, I'm just like, this isn't necessarily something like you're not under the gun to do this, so you don't really need a check in the spur of the moment. Like you can
Okay.
just kind of like you know your way around like your potion making well enough to like figure out what you can harvest here. Like that's just
All right.
like if you were under like a time constraint, like you would need to boil it down to 1 check. But if you just spend some time harvesting, like you know what you're doing, so you know what
Okay.
you're looking for. Okay. So Gorgon is dealt with. What is everybody wanting to do after the battle?
Can I just ask really quickly? What is everybody's character class? I'm just like Ben. I know you're a barbarian. Or would you
No.
rather me not know yet? Champ?
I'm not a
Oh, he's
barbarian.
not anymore.
You've not caught up.
I didn't want to know stuff I shouldn't know, so I watched the first 2 episodes of this online. I know there's like 40 more, so no, I haven't. I don't know.
I am a rogue, a wizard. Thanks for reminding me about my barbarian.
Oh, okay.
It
Sorry.
hits
There was
hard.
a tragic
I'm sorry.
death.
Wah, wah.
I am a warlock druid.
And like a 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I would never. have
The original concept was a little girl whose patron was the monster under her bed, and then it evolved.
That's awesome. And Logan, you're a ranger.
I'm a ranger fighter.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know anybody. Well, no. Petra's a bard.
Marlo is
Straight-
a turtle.
And a
Fighter.
tabaxi.
Gotcha. Okay. And everybody else, I'm not sure.
Oh, just so you know, we are banned in Korea.
North
so
Korea.
like if you
North
got
Korea.
any North
South
Korea,
Korea is fine.
like if you got
Just
any
the-
friends in North Korea, they can't watch this. They're not allowed.
I'm not sure it would be okay to say if I did, but yes, I will let them know if they're there. That's one of their new problems now, in addition to starvation, is they can't watch.
You can't
D&D
watch
on
Twitch
sh-
at Flopturn.
Yeah, that's their priority.
Scott or Morlo is Turtle Samurai.
Yeah,
And-
samurai
Nice.
fighter.
That's
And-
awesome.
Natari
Uh,
is a cleric.
Natari is a
Very cool.
cleric.
Very cool.
May I ask,
And-
like, do you know what you're planning on playing?
Yeah, he's all done. He is a tiefling bard rogue,
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
and the rogue being a swashbuckler.
Ooh.
I
Oh,
look forward to
fuck.
meeting him.
A swashbuckler.
Isn't Petra a swashbuckler rogue?
Is she?
No, I think she's just a pirate.
Petra's a bard that was a pirate, I believe.
She's also a rogue.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I don't think she's hit level 3 yet to pick a subclass.
No.
Gotcha. And
Sure.
Jim and Christian, you guys are
Jim is
Christian is a
cleric.
sorcerer
I-
warlock, and Jim
I'm
is
an
a cleric.
Asmar Sorcerer Warlock.
okay. Very
Mhm.
cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
This is gonna be awesome.
All
That's
right.
the fastest we've taken something down since Boss died.
Yeah.
Spoilers for the other 40 episodes.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Whenever we get you into the game, we'll get you caught up.
No, yeah, no. In solidarity with my North Korean brothers, I'm not gonna watch the the YouTube channel.
Wow.
Oh no! We're just banned on Twitch in North Korea.
Oh, well, I'm fine.
can watch
No,
on YouTube, no
it's
problem.
It was
yeah.
Twitch, wasn't it?
No, it's you.
No, it's YouTube. YouTube.
Oh, it
banned
is
in North
YouTube?
Korea.
Yeah, okay.
Are we on Twitch?
We
not on
were,
Twitch.
but nobody watched it. We
Oh.
were streaming on Twitch. So
Yeah, I'm a YouTube gal. Sorry.
I'm
Wait, people
YouTube
watch
too.
this?
I do.
We,
No.
we had a few
I'm
people that would watch
invested
it
in
on
us.
Twitch.
We would get like 20 views, but I think that was honestly like 3 or 4 people of us just rewatching them.
Right.
I at
No.
least watched
Yeah.
the session over again once before we play.
I like
We
take
have to
notes.
die in
I
real life.
try
before we
to, but I
become
don't
famous.
always.
Once we die in real life, we'll become famous.
Did
Yeah,
we
that's
die in
how
the
that's
game
how
too if
all
we
the
die
good
in real life?
that's how all the good shit gets created anyway, right?
Yeah.
They wait till somebody dies.
All right. So
Offside.
with the Gorgon dealt with, what would you guys like to do now?
I'm going to harvest this thing to make Morlo some armor with the horns on his shell, stick it in my bag of holding, and then for the rest of the time, I am copying spells into my spell book. And if anybody bothers me or sees me, I am in this weird changeling form of an old changeling. And so that's all it is I'm just very old looking, sitting there scribing. If anybody comes and tries to talk to me, all I do is grunt, moan, and if they stay there, I fart. That's it. That's all
I
I'm doing.
retrieve half my arrows.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
easy
just
enough to do.
used it.
I'm
So what are
gonna-
you guys doing with the Gorgon carcass?
Do I find that gland?
Yeah. I mean, given time, you would. Yes.
Is there a way to
Um,
get to the? There's a second floor of this, right?
Yeah.
Is there a way to get to it?
Yeah, there's a ladder.
Oh, I'm gonna
There's
go up there and crack open every.
it is all just you give it the once over. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
I'm also going to ask Emma if she wouldn't mind to cure meat for rations. If she
Yeah, I
knows
was
how to do
planning
it.
to do that.
Okay. So Xanthion, you give it the once over. Everything you find is related to just the operation of a stable, just various kinds of feed or tack or harness or everything is, I mean, there's nothing out of the ordinary as far as like what is in the stable is what should be in a stable.
I'm gonna take some of the feed because we're gonna buy horses.
Yeah, right. No problem.
Yeah, I would take
Okay.
anything you could to tack horses and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll grab supplies.
Yeah, and it's there for the taking. So yeah, so basically after so much time given harvesting what needs to be harvested and whatever you're going to do with the carcass of the Gorgon,
I'm going to I'm going to cut off some slices of good meat and anything useful, and then I'm going to continually cast mold earth to bring it outside and make it a small grave.
so like the earth is just like shoving it 5 feet at a time. Yeah, got it. So it's just kind of weird, like the carcass is just jerking its way across the ground.
I mean, I feel like it's going slow. It's just kind of follow, and she's just kind of, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like following a wave.
So basically you harvest and cure enough meat for rations and then harvest what you can for potion making out of this thing, and then
how much out of like a ballpark, how much would it cost to make a potion using this, making a poison using this the gland?
Let's see here.
While you're looking that up, Petra approaches Titus and says, "Hey, when you tried to jump up onto that bowl and you failed miserably, I thought I was going to laugh, but I didn't. And you know what that means? That means I'm growing as a person and I'm really proud of myself. Bye." And then she walks away.
Something like that, Shannon.
Something like what?
I just texted you.
Okay. Potion of paralysis. Curse, it's rare. Yeah, so I would say something like that you could probably make for having what you have. Probably take you 50 gold worth of apothecary goods.
And how much time?
Say it's rare, so say a week work.
And what would be the like amount of concentration need to be paying attention to such a kind of potion?
That would be the only thing you could be working on.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So you guys, having dealt with the Gorgon, return back to the manor grounds. And it sounded like the plan was that you guys were going to take a couple of days to rest up and then make your way toward Wellsgrove. Is that correct?
How many days rations could I make with that?
With a bowl, you could have enough rations for everyone to have 5 days worth of jerky. because it's literally like the side of beef.
I'm going to be working in the kitchen, and if the Quickling wants to help, see if it'll help as well to prepare salt and dehydrate this meat.
Okay, so that'll be what you are working on. Anything else anybody wants to do before taking off from the manor grounds and on the next leg of the journey?
Part of the plan was going to get horses from the surrounding area to move the carriage.
Right.
That's what I'll be doing.
Okay. So, as you guys work toward getting prepared for the next leg of your journey and where the road will take you after leaving Verine Manor behind you, you guys are going to go out and explore the surrounding area looking for farmers that you could buy horses from. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you
Emma,
guys-
were you do that with us too?
Emma's dance card is pretty full with doing all of this curing of the meat and everything.
Petra will tag along.
We're not stealing the horses.
I wouldn't dream of it. We're celebrities. We have a reputation to protect.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. All right. So, as everyone is preparing for the next leg of the journey, you guys, Titus, you're busy scribing stuff over. Emma, you are busy preparing rations and harvesting what you could harvest from the Gorgon. Felix, Petra, and Xanthion, you guys are preparing to head out into the surrounding areas as you want to go and look for horses. And as you are getting things prepared to go, Lokexius comes to you in the heart of the manor as you guys are getting stuff prepared for your journey. And the door of the library opens, and he sticks his head in, and he's like, there's people outside
Okay.
who
Oh God. Santon pulls out his bow.
Felix,
no, nothing quite. You guys will probably want to come and see this. And just
So Felix hurries up and walks beside him. All right, sit rep. What do they look like? Official, colloquial, what are we talking?
Soaring
Does
fans.
Titus hear all this?
You were in the library, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where they were. So yes, you did hear that.
I'll just hobble out with them.
Okay.
Moaning
Santon
and grunting.
disappointedly put his bow away.
So you guys come outside and you see, as Verine Manor sits at the top of a hill, there is this wagon, open, more like a cart, for lack of a better word, being pulled by a single donkey, and a man walking alongside the donkey with a tattered cloak up around his shoulders, just kind of hunched against the early spring chill. At this point, it's in the morning, probably roughly 7:30 in the morning, sun just up. And behind the cart walk two women, similarly dressed in peasants attire. The inside of the cart covered, whatever is occupying the space inside the cart, covered with burlap, and they just slowly, with their heads down in a posture of submission, making their way slowly up the hill to the front walk of the manor, which is now just a dirt path because the skulls have all been removed. And without raising their eyes at all, the two women in the back and the man in front, they just stop with their heads down, and they just stand there as if waiting for something.
State your business.
We bring homage for the madam.
She's not here.
It will grieve you then to know the madam is dead. I give Xan a look.
And for the first time, the man raises his eyes up and just locks with you, Felix. Don't lie to me. She's dead?
He's too boring to lie, darling.
Back in the hells where she belongs.
And he just starts crying. And the two women just hug each other fiercely behind the cart. Who did this? The man says.
We did.
Not to strum my own ukulele, but she
You'll find the
clearly
man-
strums it.
Management. You look world weary and tired. We have a kitchen and a larder. Come make yourselves at home.
We have to inform the village. And he just reaches back and he pulls the burlap off of it, and the cart is just full of early harvest produce, like the first blackberries of the year, and just various foodstuffs. There's some cured meats and stuff like that. A significant amount for what a village or a hamlet would be able to produce.
How far away are they?
They are now like just at the end of the 20-foot walk from the cul-de-sac to the front door of the manor.
Felix walks up.
Please
I'll grab Felix by the arm real quick, pull him in, be like, should I do my sense thing on them? Because what if they're not who they say they are?
There's always that possibility, but something tells me they would be very good actors.
Petra steps forward and says, save the cart for the village and have a feast and celebration.
We will, but please take whatever you heroes need. And just gestures toward the cart.
Felix continues to.
I go look in the cart.
I 100% one of them. Any of them. Take your pick.
So just because you're focused on the one who's talking at the front, the older gentleman in the tattered cloak, he is a humanoid.
Yeah.
No resistances, no immunities, no vulnerabilities.
Okay.
Felix walks up to him, kind of eyeing the cart, looks down at him. Take this cart, as the lady said, back to the village. You worked hard for your keep. But
As he's saying this, I'm grabbing blackberries.
Okay.
Just a few.
Yeah, just like Titus just eating a couple of blackberries right
yeah,
out of it.
Yeah.
I would like to entertain you with a business proposition.
I'm listening.
Well, it's uncouth to do business outside. Come, let us feed you, let us get you warm, and let us talk business.
And you lead him inside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If amenable to it.
Yeah, he'll come, since you've invited him in for some respect of business.
Is the animated armor just still out of the right outside the dining hall?
Yeah, just standing there, just like suits of armor.
I'm gonna see if I can go stand outside the madam's quarters to see if they do move.
They do not seem to be paying any attention.
All right, just curious.
In Madame Varan's voice, I'm going to be, go stand in front of my door. Do they move?
No.
And then pop in a blackberry and be like, oh, it's worth a try.
Worth a shot, yeah.
So Felix,
Felix, you lead this this gentleman inside of the manor.
Yes, and the two ladies, of course.
Yes.
So first off, what are your names?
I'll put some blackberries in front of each one of them.
And
look at Felix like you said you was gonna feed them.
And I look at them and I'm like, we've had a lot of trouble around the house. Don't take offense to what I'm about to do. And then I cast Zone of Truth around them.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
As you have noted, my compatriot is a little suspicious, considering what we just went through.
No, we trust all of you. Just tell us the truth.
I apologize for any eccentricities, but please.
I'm not.
But don't you lie. None of you.
I still cast Zone of Truth.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. So you guys sit down, and the gentleman and the two women that are with him, just looking very uneasy to be inside the manor, just like eyes darting around, specifically paying attention to the two very unusual pieces of art that are in the dining room, hanging on the north wall of the dining room. And
yeah, we're going to consult with an interior decorator eventually.
You like anything you see, it's yours.
I don't think I could bear to have anything that was inside this house.
Oh, sure. You want to set fire to it then?
Preferably not, but I mean, you're welcome to.
I am Gavin. This is Gertrude and Astrid. We are from the village. It's called Lad. We're a couple of days north of here. We pay homage to the madam once a month. Usually, usually on the first of the month, but she was very specific that we were not to come on the first of the month this month.
I'm going to shape change into the madam, and I'm going to look at him and be like, now don't you worry. I'm as dead as they can be, as blood is like springing down through me. And then I'm going to go back into my form I was before.
Petra looks at him and says, Titus, probably not the best choice at the moment.
I don't care anymore. Do you know what all we fought? Do you
Maybe
know what all has happened? I don't care. I don't care.
Felix slams his hand on the table. Titus, if you're not going to act like the noble you are, then get out of the room.
I am not a noble. My title is stolen. Thank you.
In the room.
I will go into the other room. As I'm going into the other room, I'm shape changing into an old man and be grumbling like, fucking young toddlers.
Felix looks at all of them again.
Very confused glances at each other.
I apologize for any eccentricities. My friend he's been going through a lot. But we are glad that you have come. We're glad that you've given us news that, well...
Oh, ecstatic!
That
you have to start their PTSD before you give them more, okay?
What is it that we can offer you?
Well, this is a rather large estate. And it seems to be built upon fertile ground. I don't see why you couldn't possibly come closer, maybe. Or perhaps you could send people this way, still populate the village of Lad, start sowing fields closer to the manor, and pay you for part of the harvest.
More blackberries! Blackberries!
He likes
I'm screaming from the library.
It's very muffled through the door.
Petra says, Titus, don't make me come in there. You are not the first person who has ever done that.
Well, that's... So you want us to relocate our village closer to the manor?
Closer? I feel like we could work out a beneficial arrangement between the two of us. The village and us. Business speaking.
On the deed, I'm still listening. On the deed, do I know how much land comes with this place?
It isn't very specific. It never actually starts measuring out what the manor grounds are.
Okay.
It just talks about the surrounding area, and the way that it's written is
All you can
kind of
see.
vague. Like basically, like it just makes mention to the manor and the surrounding grounds without ever explaining how big the grounds are. So, I mean, by the way that it's written, it's almost kind of like everything you can see is yours, basically.
Everything
Like,
like
Gotcha. I mean, isn't that the way they stole land by
yeah.
annexing places back then?
And so at this point, the doorway, the south door of the dining room opens, and Locatia sticks his head back in. He's like, there's more. And
I'll go out this time.
I open the door all extravagantly in my which old vert. And I'm gonna be like, "Don't worry, I'll get him," and just kind of hobble my way out the door.
I go out with Titus.
all right.
Petra excuses herself and says, I apologize, but I can't miss this.
I can,
Well-
but I'm not.
well, what was his name again?
His name is Gavin.
And as I'm running out, I'm gonna be like, "I'll send him to you, Felix, for all the formalities."
And so as they exit, anything else that you're going to talk about with Gavin?
Felix kind of loudly speaks out into the hall. Look, Caxius, could you please follow him and make sure he doesn't dig us a divot hole?
Petra will
comes
take
back in.
Lucacious in her arm.
Not a miracle worker, brother, but I'll do what I can.
Thank you for trying.
And takes your arm in his, Petra, and just kind of pats your hand.
Petra calls over her shoulder. If you want to burn a bonfire in effigy, you can use any of the furniture. It's gaudy anyway.
Well, Gavin, relocation at the most. I know there are possibly some legal issues with that, with the Reeves office, but at the very least, we could work out a beneficial arrangement where we pay you, the village, for a cut of the monthly harvest, or seasonal harvest, my apologies, and possibly pay for people to staff the estate, as we tend to travel around quite a bit, but we do not hurt for coin.
Whatever you need, we will gladly work with you on. So you will be taking up residence at the manor?
Yes.
We will see to the details, but
we will.
Whatever you need. Whatever
works out best for all of us. And I look at them. Tell me, I'm a bit detached, but how much gold do you see in a year? Exactly.
In a good year, we might raise 20 gold selling our goods at harvest.
Excellent.
The market.
Felix just sort of procures money out of his pouch. 20 for you, 20 for you, 20 for you. Like I said, what makes all our lives better, including yours.
Tears immediately start falling. Meanwhile, as the rest of you emerge outside from this vantage point now atop the hill, you can see coming up the hill, no cart this time, just two cloaked figures hunched over in the wind, smaller, humanoid size, like not halfling or dwarf, but smaller frames. And you start to catch this very strange sound on the wind as these two figures approach. At first, hard to place it. just kind of like a weird gasping sound, like struggling for breath. Until they get about halfway up the hill, these two figures. And you can make out the sounds, the distinct sounds of muffled sobbing as these two figures approach, slowly walking up the hill and get to the walkway. And turn and start walking up the dirt path to the door.
Look at them. What are they? Patting Xanthion? Like, come on. What are they? What are they?
I'll shout at them, be like, state your business and hunter sense the one on the right.
Okay. So you hunter sense the one on the right. It is humanoid.
Mhm.
It is no resistances, no immunities, no vulnerabilities.
Okay.
And
Seem normal.
brings the cloak back, and you see the face of a young girl, probably 16, 17, hair pulled back into a tight bun, freckled complexion. And
Scale of 1 to 10?
Not
7.5.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
And brings the cloak back, eyes red, cheeks covered in tears, and brings the cloak around so that you see under the cloak she has a bundle held up against her chest. And she starts unwrapping the bundle, and you see the sleeping form of a human baby.
Oh my god!
And she just lowers her head and just
Wait!
quieted sobs. You can hear her say,
Are you supposed to bring the firstborn?
What is
And she
that
just-
wrinkly pink loaf?
And she just says, "We bring homage for the madam."
Holy!
Bring it! Go back! She's dead!
That
Go!
that greedy bitch is dead. Keep your child, woman.
Keep your fucking child! Go! I'll walk. How far away is your travel?
And you're not getting a response. Like, there is just sheer shock on her face.
I'm reaching in and pulling out 5 platinum. Woman, raise your kid. You're good. You're
And you see the
good.
person beside of her just brings the cloak out back, and you see a young man, probably 17, 18, and just looking back and forth between the young girl to his right and you and the platinum. Is just, she's dead.
She's gone. To quote Felix, back to the house
Well,
where she belongs.
technically, we don't know yet, but she's not here no more.
I fully slapped Titus in the face. Shut up! She's dead.
Full disclosure, we have no use of that squishy pink thing. It's far
Also,
too vulnerable to go
regardless-
with us. So
Also, regardless of whether or not they killed him, they managed to kill the madam. I know I'm not there to point this out right now, but like, regardless of whether or not they're there or not to kill the madam, all the madam's deals are null and void. So any ongoing child stealing bullshit is now off the table.
And as Emma says that as she's looking up while she's on the privy.
Just leans out the door of the kitchen and shouts it. "Oh, just so you know."
Through the house. They don't hear it, but she still shouts it.
So yeah, this young couple just kind of like melt into each other, just like hugging each other tightly with their newborn child in between them.
But you gotta name the kid Titus. You just gotta
No, you
name the kid
don't.
Titus.
I slapped Titus again.
Ouch.
Shut up.
Trust me, it's a great name. I mean,
love how
who
this
wouldn't
whole-
want someone this handsome? And I stand
in
up and
this
shape
whole
change
exchange-
into a suit. Be like, huh? Who wouldn't want
Not
someone
even
this
your
handsome?
original name, is it?
Well, my original name is 3, but who wants 3 as a name? I don't want 3 as a name.
I love how in this whole exchange, Xanthion is just slapping an old haggard man in front of this couple.
Yeah, from the perspective of this couple, they're
There's-
just watching
he's-
elder abuse going on.
No,
Like,
they're
it's
watching
Xanthion.
elder abuse, specifically of a man who can just summon a suit.
Yeah, I like put a suit on and be like, who wouldn't want their kid named Titus? No.
I wouldn't.
It's
Petra raises her peat.
oh come on.
I asked the
Petra.
couple how far they traveled.
You want something else that's a Titus, right?
We live in a village to the south, about a day and a half.
Well, go back.
Well, if you'd like to stay the night before you take your long journey back with that thing, you're more
It's
than
a
welcome
baby,
to.
Petra. It's a baby.
Yeah,
it's not a
yes,
thing.
it
It's
is.
a child.
Is
The
this
girl just shakes her head and looks over at her companion and says, "No, let's go home."
how about this? Why don't you go in and take anything you want, then go home?
Don't take
Wood for
there's
the
a lot of
fire, take
cursed
some
stuff
furniture.
here, Titus.
Well,
the-
yeah, you're true.
We have a garden, right? Did we destroy that in the fight?
It's
with
not
the
a
axe?
regular.
I
Oh, there
remember
we go.
almost tripping over a cabbage.
And the young man just says, "We could use some provisions for the trip back."
Absolutely, raise
There's some
garden.
great blackberries there in that wagon. Take
Don't
anything
touch
you
the
want.
wagon. Don't touch the wagon.
They ain't
That's
going to
somebody
say
else's.
anything.
I do have a question for the two of you, if you know the answer. Why were you bringing the child? If you don't want to answer, you do not have to.
The first child born each year in our village is brought to the manor.
Fucking bitch.
God, does she does the what? No.
What
is
was
she
the
doing?
deal?
Why do you bring the first child?
That was the madam's demand for letting our village remain.
Well, according to this little girl we know that is very well versed in the lore of what happens when someone such as Lady Veron dies, all of her deals are null and void, and you don't have anything to worry about anymore. She's dead, she's gone, and I think the best case scenario, she's floating around in a bog of soup on one of the levels of hell. So she's gone.
Take your child and rejoice.
Or that thing, that fleshy loaf. I mean, as
It's very squishy.
yeah, it's squishy. I mean, just want to eat it. It's so cute.
Hag soup. That's gross.
Petra turns up her nose and says, "Please take all the food you need and anything else you find attractive here, although it's not much."
And then you hear Lokexius just clear his throat standing beside you, and he points down the hill where another cart is now starting to make its way up. And you
Okay.
can see in the distance from this vantage point, like there are groups converging
Petra,
on the manor from
Petra,
various directions.
Can I make a
Yes.
request, Petra? Can you make a
Yes.
little ditty about the greedy bitch being dead? I'm going to start a bonfire, and we're just going to turn this into a party.
Also,
Because-
we must think about renaming Verine Manor. We have to
I
rebrand this place.
We also
I-
have to
Anyway.
stop giving out gold for all the people who come here because
Yeah,
we're
I'm-
going to run out of money.
I'm looking
So
over at the
what?
two
Who
ladies.
needs
I'm looking
money?
over at the couple, and I'm like, "You're all lucky. I'm not giving out any more hand-me-outs. So no matter how many children, their children's gonna have to be enough that they get." So
How
yeah.
many groups do we see? Like
Taking a
number-
quick look, it looks like right now there are 5 different parties converging from various directions toward the manor that you can see.
I'm gonna start walking towards them and just be like, "Go home. The madam's dead. Just go home."
Would it be?
Spread the
would it-
word. Petra and the backups have
Would it
Sorry,
saved
go
the day.
ahead, Christian. What'd you say?
would it be safe to say Felix walks out about this time?
I mean, there wasn't much. You guys weren't actually hashing over any details. So if you want to be outside, you're outside.
So I go outside and I greet the carts with Xanthion.
I'm gonna
Madam
start a
is dead.
bonfire.
Mhm. All right, so you're starting a bonfire.
We need to follow one of these groups back to a village though, because we need to buy horses still.
Good deal.
You do notice that most of these groups, the only group that wasn't bringing a wagon pulled by one or more horses was the young couple bringing their child.
That's still horrifying.
I'm going to start. I'm going to build a bonfire.
Mhm.
I'm going to start playing some music, and I'm just going to start telling them as they come up, as they try to believe whether she's dead or not, and have a little party, and then start haggling them to get a horse out of each one of them. And I'm going to live up to the gods that created me, and I'm going to be a lucky thief. And I'm going to steal me some horses out of these people with kindness. I'm stealing them with kindness.
What is all the carts full of food or harvest goods?
Various, it varies. Some are full of like foodstuffs. Some are full of like textiles or like fabrics or various like manufactured goods. There's just a weird assortment of basically a ton of stuff that would be used to run like a manor of this size.
Is there an herbalist cart?
Yeah, there is definitely, like, as this, and this basically goes on for like the rest of the day, this procession of like people coming and paying homage and to the madam and being told that she's dead, and this overwhelming sense of joy at that news.
Every time there's an herbalist cart, we keep that cart. We keep the goods of that cart to give to Emma.
Yes, please do. Please do.
We
don't
only keep
the
those
cart,
carts. We're like, this is the last cart you'll ever have to bring, and then we just take everything off of it. And then I
so
drop.
you guys are pilfering like all of the medicinal herbs and such that come in.
Yeah. How many of those carts come?
You do wind up with enough materials to brew 5 potions of healing.
I'm gonna pay them for this, so I just
Yeah.
want to know how many carts there are.
5 potions of healing would be 100.
I'm not paying them for the potions. I'm paying them for bringing the goods one last time.
Right. So yeah, I mean, all told, you probably come up with 125, 150 gold pieces worth of like medicinal herbs and stuff that can be used.
I spread that out evenly through 125 gold evenly through all the carts.
And as you guys are standing outside, just kind of like processing through everything that is going on here, Lokexius just says, wow, what a bitch.
Yeah.
Petra starts to sing. She's got something for everybody. So
Dead?
what?
The ding dong, the bitch is dead?
No, not quite.
This
is an original, not a cover this time. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not very long. Don't worry. When all I thought was lost, she took all I called mine. But we toasted the bitch, the hag was a witch. We burned the old bitch of a Rhine. So raise up your cups to Petra and the backups, who buried the bitch, the witch, Rhine. And then she takes a little curtsy.
Oh my! That was
good.
amazing. That was actually really good.
Yeah, and Titus missed it.
Did he really? Oh.
But yeah,
I'll make sure he goes back and watches that.
one
Dad.
of those carts that we empty out, I'm gonna ask them if we can keep the cart and the horses that it comes with.
Mm-hmm. Over the course of the day, it is definitely easy enough. You would be able to procure 4 draft horses by lightening the load of some of these carts, and then, like,
awesome.
So are you guys just asking for these horses to be donated, or?
Yes.
We take names and village
Healing.
names. We'll bring them back.
No,
Felix will,
no, we
let's
will
just
not
buy
bring them back. These
We
are
will
our
pay them.
horses.
Pay
Felix
them.
will-
just
We've been through hell.
Hey,
This
hey,
is Titus's argument. We have been through hell.
we're gonna
These are
spend-
our horses now. This is all we ask. We want
Felix
horses.
is gonna spend. That's his code. He's buying it from somebody who's worse off than him, so he's gonna pay 50 gold a horse.
Okay.
Thank you.
Would you like to buy Titus as well?
I am not buying a damn horse.
Yep.
No,
So
Titus is for
easy enough to
sale
do.
too.
Over the course of the day, you guys basically restock the larders of the manor house, have all of the whatever you need, enough herbs to make 5 healing potions, plenty of food for the road. And as you guys are standing there just going through all of this, Lakexius just says, oh, it's quite an operation she had going on here.
Well, it's
Well,
over now.
You absolutely are going to have someone to spearhead this operation. And as
Are
the
you
rest
off?
of you are going to be getting on the road, you
Are
know,
you-
Do you have any brilliant ideas, Lokexius?
I mean, as much as a holiday at a country manor for an extended duration just sounds insufferable.
So droll.
Since my ride left without me, I suppose I've got nowhere else to go.
Oh,
I-
you poor dear.
And the Lakexius. I'd shake on it.
What'd you say? Sorry, I did not hear you.
Felix extends his hand to Lakexius. Let's shake on it, brother.
Let's make a deal.
He just swats your hand away and he just grabs your face and a kiss on each cheek.
My turn. And then Petrus says the master bath is that way. It's divine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
wasn't he sleeping in it?
He was asleep in the bathtub. That's why you guys didn't know he was still there.
Adorable.
Yeah, Felix and Lakexius had cuddle session after the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a cuddle huddle.
Puddle, puddle.
So, Lakexius,
Yes, brother.
money wise, what do you
Mhm.
need?
Oh. I mean, just whatever you want me to manage for your wealth. Leave me enough to get whatever it is you need me to get. As far as myself, I can more than manage for my own on my own here. Just, give me free reign of the larder, of course,
Felix
and the wine cellar.
finagles his pouch and sifts out coins and extends it to him. There you are. He takes it.
Yes, he does.
Petra holds out her paw too.
100 platinum should get you through just fine.
Absolutely. Any improvements, redecorations that you want overseen in your absence?
All but one of the paintings gone. The one that I want to keep is the one that is in her room. That is a portrait of her, and I want a red slash and a circle put through it. A circle with a red slash, and then that's it.
If that's genuine infernal art, that will fetch thousands of gold.
Well, that one has to be altered with the red circle and the red
no,
slash.
I'm just saying. Do you want me to liquidate the rest and use that to fund the coffers?
Yes.
I would double check that to make sure that it's not hexed or cursed in some way, shape, or form.
I've already walked through the house. Nothing in here is
No.
magical anymore,
A
except for
hex
the
is a-
faucet. The
Well-
faucet in her room spews out very gross water that is very evil.
Oh yes, the black, like the water from the river Styx.
That something needs to be done about that. Maybe get a really good priest to bless it. I don't know. Can you Can you bless that, Natari?
Oh no, it's we just need to close whatever interplanar portal she has open with that thing. I'll get people at the conclave on it. I'm sure we can hammer something out. In the meantime, I'm just going to stick a cork in it.
That being said, if it would be possible to install a permanent teleportation circle, something
Yes, I mean that's going to take a year, of course, but I'm sure we can do it.
Correct. But as far as the long term, you can work out a price and get that back to me. We can sort of fundraise, if you will. Kind of looking over at Petra, Pantheon, just giving the wink.
If you're going to go that far, please put it in a room that is only accessed through secret measures.
Something defensible.
If
Hmm.
anyone else sees it long enough, we don't want unwanted visitors.
The library and the workshop are both interior rooms, inaccessible from the outside.
I would say the workshop would be the best bet. This room right here.
Yeah, that's the workshop.
It's only got one entrance, one exit.
We can make sure that that door stays barred at all times as well. And if I can figure out how to get on the good side of our two friends here, pointing to the suits of animated armor, we can position them in there as well.
Yes.
I've got my work cut out.
I have an idea. Make that look like a fireplace. Put a chimney above it, and everyone would actually think when they see that it's actually a fireplace. Make the fireplace flip around so that we can go back there to a magic portal circle. Use the funds that you get from the portraits to make all this happen.
I like a man with a plan.
I would probably place it not where the door is.
I would
That seems
have
a little bit conspicuous. I would say place it up here.
yeah,
on the
have a right there be a fireplace, and then
Sitting
get
area.
rid of this door.
And then bust this door down and turn this one into a huge living room.
I like that.
I love people with a passion for interior design.
Are you done?
Keep in mind that we want some rooms intact because we will most likely have to hire some people to stand guard.
Oh, of course, of course. Well, you've just got your own little urbane bastion sprouting here, brother. It's very exciting.
Here's to new things. Also, this house, free reign to any ranking member of the Urbane Bastion. They are always welcome.
Once we meet.
Hey Shannon.
Yeah.
With all the like commotion outside and stuff, would Emma have come out? Like, would it, has anybody informed Emma?
No.
Do you want Emma to be out?
Yeah.
Then she's out.
I was gonna say that Emma could like get an office up here, or like something, an actual setup station, or maybe in the old the magic item drove, of an actual station for making potions.
Okay.
Because I feel like I don't know if you would allow something like that, but if like she was working in an actual setup permanent station, if it might give something a speed boost or something to help
Okay.
making
Yeah,
potions.
we can figure that out down the road. Very well. Well, I've got my work cut out for me.
I think.
All right. So
I think it would be best if we leave on the morrow.
Yep, because it has been 2 days, because this is the second day after the soiree.
Every day we wait, Parasus burns a little more. I say we rest up, head out tomorrow at first light. Before first light.
If that's what we're gonna do, I'm going to finish preparing the rations, and then make spend the night making 4 healing potions.
Okay.
Also, Felix is going to tell Lakexius about working details out with the local towns around the area to procure goods for the house, so that way we have a flow of food and lumber, stone, whatever we can get our hands on in case we need to do renovations or.
And I mean, there's already been plenty of that that's actually been brought by the manor today. So basically, this is just going to be a matter of going from an arrangement of bring me this or I kill everyone you love to bring me this and I'll pay you a fair market price.
Right. Generally, it's a much better working arrangement than before.
Lowest HP people. I'll figure it out and do it when we actually move on.
Okay, sounds good. So unless there's anything else that somebody wants to do before taking a long rest after a long day of informing people from the surrounding countryside that Madame Verine has been bested, you guys bed down for a long rest.
Shannon, actually, Felix will pull Lakexius aside.
Okay.
So, master bedroom, shuts the door. All right, I switched out sending for another spell, so I can't do it right now. But I need you to reach out to the party and ascertain what's going on. Because we had that whole scare with Numenot Hyacinth pretending to be under the guise and knowing their plan, which means somebody has leaked it. We need to make sure they're not compromised, especially after telling the whole countryside that this bitch is dead.
Fair enough, brother. Hold on just 1 second. Lakexius character sheet. Spells. I'll reach out to Sir Hilda. Sir Hilda, it's Lakexius. Wanted to make sure everything was okay with you. I assume you left me behind for strategic reasons. No hard feelings.
I don't like that face, Lakexius.
I should have responded by. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. Well, she says everything is fine. They're making their way through the city of Dis right now.
Inform her that Numenot knew of the plan. That their attempt could be compromised.
Right. I've got one more left in me today.
Proceed with caution.
Seems that Numenot from the Bardic colleges knew somehow what you were doing. There's a chance you might have been compromised. Just be careful, please. Well, she says thank you for the warning. Yes. Well, everything seems to be okay for the time being, though. Well, I mean, as okay as things can be in the second layer of hell.
Understood. Good. Well, that puts one worry to bed, at least for now. All right. Well, speaking of which, I'm going to get some shut-eye.
Oh, indeed. Big spoon or little spoon?
After dealing with all those peasants, little spoon.
Pat you on the head.
Are the peasants still here, or do they?
No, that throughout the course of the day, but at this point, it's into.
Okay. While
I have
they were there around the bonfire, I'm going to just tell stories about everything that happened. 100% truth on
Okay.
everything that happened.
I don't know why, but for some reason, I get the image in my head that Titus looks like the old guy from Quasimodo. Like at the
Perfect.
very end, who's like, "Hey, I'm finally free," then falls back in the stockade, but he's just passed out on the lawn, drunk, next to a simmering fire.
I like it.
All right. So, anything else anybody wants to accomplish before putting this day to rest?
Xanthion's gonna find someone with sending and try to contact his mother again, and then go to bed.
The only person that has the sending spell prepared, I think, is Lokexius, and he just used his last one for Felix.
Then I will do that first thing in the morning. I'll bother him first thing in the morning.
Okay, easy enough to do. And you're just wanting him to try to send another message to Chronica.
Be like, hey, reach out to your kid if you're alive.
Well, let's see what happens. Hello, Chronica. Lokexius here. We don't know each other, but I'm a friend of your son. More a friend of your son. But if you're out there, please do get in touch. Sorry, must be indisposed.
Thank you.
Good luck, everyone. Okay, what is the plan?
Head to Wellsgrove.
Huzzah.
Shannon, can you put the region map back up?
There you go.
Yeah, that.
Thank you, sure. Yeah, plan was go to Wellsgrove and then stop in Sorvel.
And then go to Parasis.
Who all has the lowest maximum HP?
My max is 51.
Mine's 46.
33.
Okay. And what's Titus's?
41.
Isn't Morlow's 40? He said he took 20 HP, 20 damage, and he was at half.
Titus, Morlow, and Petra, you all get a potion of healing.
Woohoo!
Oh, I don't need healing. Oh wait, did
Like
we
you're
take a
just
long
getting a
rest?
potion
You're
Oh,
getting a
thank
potion.
you.
like that you can use.
Heal on the hit points, or is that something I
you.
hold?
It's something you hold. You are getting equipment.
Okay.
I'm giving the party equipment.
Petra will tussle Emma's hair. Says, thanks, kiddo.
Emma just kind of chuckles and goes on giving out the rest of the potions.
Morlow's all serious. Thank you, child.
And that should be everything for us to go.
Where is the party located now?
In that little pin mark.
Into Wellsgrove to the east.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
So you guys head out, leaving Verine Manor and all of the various nightmares that were incorporated in accepting a contract to perform at a soiree behind you. Before you get on the road, the only thing that I need you to do is, Jim, could you please roll a wisdom saving throw for Natari?
Oh no.
Shit.
Okay. So, how are we traveling?
By the
Um,
carrot.
All right.
Keeping and singing.
Xanthion's gonna be like riding in the front to keep watch.
Xanthion's actually going to be driving the carriage, right? Didn't we?
Oh yeah, because
establish
like
that
because
Anthony
I have
has
like
good handling.
proficiency in land vehicles.
land
yeah,
vehicles, correct?
He
And
looks like
proficiency in
something-
animal handling too, as well.
I have
So,
expertise in animal handling. Yeah.
yeah. So, good person to have on point. Is anybody riding shotgun with Xanthion?
Felix will.
Okay. So Felix and Xanthion in the coach driver's seat. Everybody else.
Did Felix call shotgun first?
Yes.
He did say shot. He did say he was riding it first.
Now, of course, there's then a conversation that ensues about what's a shotgun.
Is there like a
It's a
middle
drinking
bitch seat?
contest. I used to play it all the time.
I
Excuse
call
me,
Archibus what?
Is there in the front? Is there like a in trucks? Is there like a middle bitch seat to sit in?
No,
For the Atari?
just the coach driver's seat.
That's the coach driver's.
It is big enough for two, though.
The middle seat's the best seat, man.
All right, so it is about a day and a half from Verine Manor to Wellsgrove. Once you get to Wellsgrove, you will pick up some speed getting to Sorvel, but you're crossing open countryside without any established roads to get from the manor to Wellsgrove.
What are we doing?
So what?
Well, why is there no road? And
Because this is countryside.
is there a
there-
road that is possible?
We can't get lost unless by magical means with me and the party.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
It's
I
just,
just
there's
taking
there's
a wagon.
riding trails. There's riding trails that the wagon can go on, and the ground is relatively flat and open. But like the nearest maintained road is the road that connects Crestwood to Wellsgrove, which to head toward it takes you so far out of your way that it doesn't gain you any time by diverting toward the road.
I'm just afraid of breaking the horse's legs, but I'm probably
Oh
being
no,
too
no,
technical.
nothing like that. That's not a problem.
I'm
There's
being too
plenty of
technical.
flat ground.
Heist walks up and snaps a horse's leg over his knee.
Now I do need, since you are not on an established road, I do need a wisdom check with your proficiency bonus. Basically, I want you to make a vehicle check. So make a wisdom check and add your proficiency bonus to it.
Can I guidance him real quick?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's no problem.
Sweet, you're guidance.
So
Okay.
you add a D4 to the result.
Okay.
So just
Petra
make-
is humming the song.
Wait a
Um,
second. Is it a wisdom check or is it an animal handling check?
No, it's a wisdom check.
Wait a second. Beacon of Hope.
Oh,
Which
Nice.
Beacon
is
of
what
Hope.
does that do?
Which here 1 second. Choose any number of creatures within range for the duration. Each target has advantage on wisdom. Oh shit! Never mind. It's saving throws. Ah, crap.
okay. So do not mark off the third level spell slot.
Yep.
But the guidance will definitely work.
Okay.
Okay.
I am ready to use probability shift if necessary.
Alrighty. Nat 20.
Nice. So a ride as smooth as butter as you guys just go cruising over the countryside, leaving the manor and Lokexius in charge of it behind you.
Logan
Yeah.
or Xanthion, after 8 hours of riding, you get a potion of healing.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So you guys, since you are off the beaten path, somebody roll me a D20, please, to see if you have
Jim,
any interesting encounters.
Jim.
roll a
Jim.
d20.
Goblin of the
And
Purple Heart shows
once
back
we
up.
get somewhere, tell me how many spell levels I was able to copy over, Shannon.
Sorry, say that again.
Once we get somewhere, tell me how many spell levels I was able to put in my spell book.
Didn't we actually already cover that?
Yes, it would take me 2 days to do them all.
You had 2 days.
Oh, so I have them all?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You took 2 days. I think that was specifically why you said to take 2 days.
It
Yeah,
was.
because you.
That was
Yeah,
part-
I have all first and second level spells. Okay. Sweet.
All right. So
has become a machine.
the morning passes without incident, in no small part due to the deft handling of the carriage in the able hands of Xantheon, being able to deftly avoid any potential hardships. Go ahead and somebody roll me another d20 since you are in untamed land, just to see if
Jim.
anything happens during the
You
afternoon.
don't
Jimbo,
want
you
to
know
see
that's
my
you.
roll?
Jim,
Okay.
go.
All right. Here it goes. That
The
last one.
two, the two worked, so you're on a roll, man.
Roll another 2 for all I care.
16. Okay.
I keep rolling them. Sorry.
All right. So
Real quick, how do you roll in this system?
Over on the left side of the screen, you'll see a
right by there, it
image
looks
of a
like
D20, and if you hold your cursor over it, a pop-up menu shows up with all of the different dice types, and you can go as far as a certain amount of dice of that type to roll.
And there's also an app that you can do that'll link your D&D Beyond character to Roll20, and you can roll.
yeah, he's
from
already
there.
downloaded Beyond 20.
Well,
Yep,
you
and
can
you can
roll
roll
a
directly from
dice
the
from
trigger, too.
there, and it'll convert over if you know how to roll the dice on
With the
Beyond
add-on.
20.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This may be something that we need to cover later, Shannon. To
And we
avoid
will.
some-
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
This is more
Okay.
just like for you to get a sense of
And
how you
Ed,
would
if
feel.
you
Yeah.
want, feel free to reach out to me. I can help you. We could get
Thank
on
you.
a Zoom or
And I'll
something
have,
like that.
I'm
Thank
planning
you.
on sitting down with you and going over all of the specifics before you actually bring your character in.
Okay, and I have another question or two for you when everything is done. Not to take time now, but
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, a day of travel passes in the untamed countryside of the northern Amber Vale without incident.
Holy shit. Is that the first day without incident
Yep.
ever?
Yeah.
I think it is.
And that puts you basically like right there, kind of on the outskirts of Wellsgrove and the Drumlock. So the horses, tiring out for the evening, come to a point where they just need their rest to be able to make the rest of the journey. So what's the plan?
Felix is gonna talk to Xantheon and basically say, when we get into Wellsgrove, we need to find the Reeves Manor, and we need to talk to the Reeve about the transfer of the property.
How wooded is the current area?
Lightly. Trees here and there, no thick woods.
Petra
Okay.
switches from humming the Varine song to just yelling bar and I can't wait to drink. I'm gonna fall on my ass and probably kiss some things.
Nice.
I'm
I like
going with Petra.
I
It
like
is
the
time-
rave lighting.
It is time that the world saw a drunk Leighton.
All right. So are you guys just drawing up camp?
Yep.
All right.
I-
So
How
So-
how long of a walk is it to town?
about half a day. So
Oh,
about,
half a day. Oh.
about 4 hours.
4 hours?
4
What
hours
time-
of travel.
What time would it be once we got into town if we walked?
Probably you would be pushing midnight, 2 a.m.
Oh,
Go
no.
for it.
You want to go
And
for it,
you-
Petra?
And you
We
would
Don't
have
split
a-
the party.
We could run. You want to run, Petra?
Don't split the party, please.
No, we're me and Petra are scheming right now. You all can't hear this. So do you want to try to make it before midnight?
Last one there
you
has
would
the
be
first round
you
of shots.
would be risking exhaustion if you push on, because even though you are traveling in a carriage, it is still considered a full day of travel. So there would be
You know
a series
what?
of constitution saves.
I'm gonna need my beauty rest before Wells Grove sees my beautiful face. So tomorrow
Man.
night we'll hit it hot and heavy, nice
Okay.
and early.
Okay. I don't want to. Okay.
I look at Felix and I say, is there anyone importance we need to talk to in Wells Grove besides dealing with the deed?
No one that I can think of. Maybe an apothecary for Emma.
Bartender.
Alrighty.
Anyone else who looks cute?
All right. So you guys are looking for somewhere to camp?
Yep.
Yeah, sounds
Alright.
reasonable to me.
Who is going to spearhead that effort?
I will. Xanthion
Make
will.
a survival check, please.
Okay. 16.
Okay. So without too much of a problem, you do find an area that is relatively nearby a little creek that just kind of carves its way through. So you have easy access to drinking water in a lightly wooded area that does provide a little bit of cover. So you pull your cart up, unhitch the horses, get them tethered probably to a tree or something. What are the sleeping arrangements?
Do we need watch? I asked
No.
the party. Oh, I guess Emma can just be awake all night.
Yeah, no,
If-
I can just watch and everybody can just go to bed.
Xanthion just sets up where he's sleeping, and then if anyone wants to sleep in there, they can, and he just goes to bed.
Okay. So who is bunking with who? What are the sleeping arrangements?
Is the carriage big enough to actually sleep in?
Yeah, somebody could sleep in the carriage. You could
I'll sleep in
probably
the carriage.
sleep. You could probably sleep 3 people comfortably in the carriage.
I'll take a
Petra
spot.
would like to hop. Petra would like to hop up in a low-hanging branch and sleep.
Okay.
Titus is just finding a tree to lean up against to where Emma can actually see me, and then just going to sleep right there.
Okay. So we've got Emma staying up. What are you spending the night doing, Emma?
There's really not it's not worth taking any time to forage here, is it?
Not really. There's not much going on.
I think I'm just going to keep watch. Probably hell, what can I do? Can I make any with all the leftover herbs and stuff from those carts? Would I have supplies for the poisoner feet?
So what does the poisoner feed allow you to do?
With 1 hour of work using a poisoner's kit, I can expend 50 GP worth of materials, and I can create a number of potent poison equal to my probo.
And you do not have you have exhausted everything you can do with your healing potions, right?
Yeah, I spent all the healing potion stuff.
So yeah,
I'm basically asking how much more supplies worth do I have left from all those carts, because it's just in her bag.
I mean, I would definitely say that you would have had enough to scour for enough for a use of the poisoner's feet, if that's what you want to be doing.
How many? Like
Isn't
how
it-
much? Just give me a gold value worth, and I can work with that.
We'll say you were able to get 50 gold pieces worth of material.
All right. The first hour is spent making poisoner potions. I have 3 of them now.
Okay, great. Okay, and somebody roll me a d20, please. Okay. Let's see here. And go ahead, Emma, and make me a perception check, please.
Perception check.
Yeah, because you're keeping watch, right?
Mhm.
All right.
Dirty 20.
All right. Cool. All right. So sun sets. Evening rolls in. The stars come out. Mostly cloudless night. You see to your poisoner's feet poisons. The night seems calm. Everybody beds down. Yeah, buddy. Hold on 1 second. All right. Everybody beds down, so you're the only one up, hearing the soft snores of your compatriots from. Let's see here. Who was in the carriage with Felix?
I don't think anybody was actually.
Yeah. And Titus.
I like the mental image of Emma sitting there making potions while sitting on top of the carriage.
Right.
So that's what she is.
Holy shit, the amount of spells I have now.
Oh wow. Second level spells. What an impressive wizard.
Someone sounds angry.
I'm just picking.
All right. And roughly about 2 a.m., Emma, something catches your eye. Some movement in the distance.
41 spells, bitch.
41? Jesus Christ, that is a lot.
It is a lot.
Something catches my eye.
Something in the distance, yeah.
How far?
So as you're sitting there just kind of looking around and keeping an eye out, you just notice probably about 200 feet in the distance, maybe. Looks like motion in the darkness. You can just see something moving. It's outside of the range of your dark vision, so it's really hard to make out anything more than that it is something moving. But as you sit there and you focus on it a little bit more, the look of it starts to kind of come together as you can sort of piece together what you're seeing through the moonlight. And it definitely is a person, someone walking toward the campsite. Probably about 150 feet now. And from this vantage point, you can make out what appears to be horns coming out of the head, like similar to like a tiefling.
Okay.
Based on what you're seeing here.
I am watching them. Do they look like what are they like walking fast? Are they calm?
They're moving pretty quick. I mean, they're not, they are at a walk, but their walk is a quick pace. And this person is, I can hear you.
Can we get a vibe check on that, please?
Oh, a vibe check. I thought
Yeah.
you said, could I get a mic check? Sorry about that.
Vibe
Is
check.
where is Xanthion? Where is Xanthion sleeping?
Anthion's in a tent. No, actually, he's just on the ground next to the carriage.
Yeah.
Emma is going to yeah, this is funny. I mean, Emma's going to make a gesture and point her hand towards Xanthion, and the earth under you just starts to like just shakes a little just to wake you up.
Okay, so Xanthion, you were shaken awake.
And Emma's just kind of like, someone's coming.
What?
Someone's coming.
Where?
She points over at the figure.
It's now about 100 feet away, and you roll a perception check.
Me?
Xanthion.
Okay.
18.
18. This person is very tall. Like probably about as tall as Titus and Felix, probably pushing 6'3", 6'4". You can make out the outline of horns what look like horns coming out of the top of the head. And from this distance, although your dark vision hasn't really taken full effect yet, it's still considerably more than 60 feet away from you. You can see that its face is bizarre. It seems to have a very elongated face down into like a sharp nose, maybe something like a snout or something. Actually somewhat reminiscent of your time in the Shrouded Weald, with like the facial structure of a furbolg, kind of having like a bovine quality to it. And it seems to be wrapped in a cloak of some sort wrapped around its body.
So Xanthion just kind of grabs his bow, puts it in his hand, and in Elvish, says,
hold on. Where the carriage is, and where the stranger is approaching from, like, is the door of the carriage, could Emma go around the side and like behind the carriage and like disappear from view?
Well, okay. So the way that it is set up, you are sitting around the tents.
Mm-hmm.
The carriage is like behind you and kind of off to the north a little bit. So yeah, from where you're at, you can easily slip around there.
Emma's going to she's going to say to Xanthion before he starts talking, I'm going to step around, turn invisible, and I'm going to be there if you need me. And she's going to step around like a tent or the carriage just to look like she's going to go inside and get somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But instead she's just going to turn invisible, come around the other end, and walk about 10 feet away from Xanthion.
10 feet in what direction?
Just probably to the side.
Okay.
So Xanthion's gonna look at them and say in Elvish, "State your business. Don't move. State your business."
Okay. No response. Keeps coming. Does not slow down, does not speed up. Comes about now probably within about 75 feet.
Does that wake
About
me
to the
up?
point where this person is crossing through the stream that you guys camped by. 70 feet, 65 feet.
I can see them now since I have dark vision.
60 feet. And as it comes into the range of your dark vision, you get a good look at this person for the first time as your eyes adjust fully to what they are seeing. What you see is a person who stands about 6'4", and on their face, over their face, they are wearing what appears to be some sort of a skull of an animal with a elongated snout and 2 horns sticking out, with a cloak up over the rest of the head and then flowing down and like swirling around the body. Other than that, this person appears to have no other clothes on.
Can I say I woke up Titus too?
No,
Since he
you
said
did
so-
not
okay.
say that you did it.
I'm gonna start whispering to Emma, wake everyone up, but don't make any noise. Tell them not to make any noise. And I start slowly walking towards him, and I put my bow over my shoulder, and I pull out my swords. Stop moving right now, or there's going to be issues.
And as you say that, and you
I
stand
100%
up
him.
and move, you watch as this person reaches behind him and pulls the largest blade that you have ever seen. And when I say a blade, I mean all blade. This is not a sword. Imagine a 5 to 6 foot long straight razor with an edge the entire length of it. No pommel, no handle. Instead, 2 grooves carved out of the back edge of the blade where fittings have been made for hand grips.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, fuck this. Yell, everybody up. It's time for a fight. Put my swords back, pull my bow, and knock an arrow at him.
And I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Felix roll initiative because he's in the carriage.
I'm shouting that.
Yeah,
You hear
would hear
Xanthion
that.
shout out loud, fuck this. Time for a fight. Everybody up.
Xanthion, I don't want to fight you. Shut up.
While I'm yelling that, can I cast Hunter Sense on him?
Hey Scott, what's your dexterity?
My dex is 11, or do you mean +0? Whichever.
Okay. So yeah, I would go before you if we're doing the dexterity rule. Right, Shannon?
Shannon?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Are we doing ties in combat? Go to higher dex, right?
If it's for allies, you can choose which one of you goes first.
Okay.
And-
Morlo, you take it first because I'm in the cabin. So
And as I'm shouting everybody up, can I do Hunter Sense, or do I have to wait till my turn?
Yes.
Hold on just 1 second, guys. I will be right
Okay.
back.
darn, I thought we were gonna get I'm sorry, I forgot your name already.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Ed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought-
I thought you were coming in.
well,
Yeah,
for a
he
minute,
said-
so did I.
He
I'm
said
like, we
horns
didn't
like a
discuss
tiefling,
this.
and I'm like, we're getting the tiefling. I
Yeah,
guess so.
I know. Until he
Xanthion
said,
wants
like,
that sword though. Xanthion
Six-
wants that
6'4". I thought, no, that's not me.
Xanthion wants that blade.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Xanthion wants that.
Driving and I was like, the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy?
Just all, and then he said all blade, no handle, and I'm like, is this man just grabbing it by the like a blade, just grabbing his hands around, like cutting his hands?
He's bleeding every step he takes.
Like I said, pyramid head. Just straight up pyramid head.
This dude's absolutely ripped though.
Ed, I'm assuming you've played D&D with Shannon before?
I have, yeah. It's
Okay.
been a hot minute. It's been, and I played with other people since then, but, yeah, no, I'm super excited. I'm rusty on some of the mechanics, like exactly how to do, different stuff. And I don't know everything from the systems you guys are using yet, but it'll be all
I
right.
love
I'll figure it out.
I was just
I
saying,
love on the token the the PNG image of a bull skull superimposed over the guy's face.
You know, before he started describing it and he said horns and he's tall, I'm like, are we about to fight a fucking minotaur?
Oh god. We could take a minotaur.
I've been playing Witcher 3, so my first thought was like, there's no way he found a homebrew Leshen. Because if that was the case, oh shit.
There probably is one out there.
Well, probably after Witcher 3 finally stopped coming out with new stuff, somebody probably sat down and went, I'm gonna put all these into D&D.
I'm sure.
Really?
There's so much crossover between, the lores of the two universes because they both draw from actual historical documents.
I'm so curious to see what voice comes out of this man.
I can't remember. Are
If
Leshens-
any, with our luck, this is just Death himself coming for us.
If it's Death in himself, I want him to have a really high pitched voice. I think that'd be hilarious.
No, I think
You
If
fear
it's-
me.
if it's Death himself, he should be like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Yeah.
What is up, dude?
Tommy Chong is death.
Man, we should have a Manuel Samuel type death.
It's just Lin-Manuel Miranda. Just singing to us the entire time.
He raps to us the whole time.
Talking about the founding of the United States. We're just sitting watching all the attacks. Like, what the fuck is the United States? What's this constitution you speak of?
Also, this guy has stopped holding the cloak, so his dick is just out.
First trap, beware.
He has dropped the cloak and is just holding the blade. This has like a sensor bar.
God damn it, Logan.
every it's one of those scenes where every camera pan is just like placed just right to not see
There's
anything.
a small bush.
Have
like,
you
right in
guys
front of him.
have you guys ever seen the movie Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's this. He's just the guy who stands in the back of the seat with his dick out.
Oh,
You never
Jesus.
see his face, but he just stands there in the background.
So now, Petra, you're a swashbuckling rogue as well.
Yeah, so she's a bard and I decided to subclass or not subclass, but yeah. She's level 1 rogue right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go. Is there a way I can see like your all's characters and like what they are and have and stuff?
On
I've got
D&D
some
Be-
art
or
done
no.
of
Yeah, D&D Beyond, you can look up campaigns and then like I think you can look up everyone's character sheet.
Cool. Okay.
Are you in the messenger?
Like a group messenger for
I don't think he's in the group messenger yet.
Hey Shannon.
what's it through?
Facebook. Can
Oh.
we add Ed to the
I think you're muted, Shannon. We can't hear you.
I am going to after this session.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Okay.
you guys don't use like whatever that app is, like Discord or anything. You just use the messenger.
Correct.
Yeah,
okay.
Dad's old and gets mad at Discord.
We all
Yes.
do. It's okay.
Emma and Xanthion, what are your dexterities?
Xanthion can go first.
Okay, but this opponent also
Oh,
rolled the same.
mine's
initiative as-
14.
Okay. And Xanthion? Logan, you there? Logan?
He might have walked away since you were gone.
Logan.
It's all your fault, Shannon.
So is it your initiative plus your dex? Is that what it is? Or I forget for initiative.
Your
And
initiative is just your dex modifier. And then there's some things that increase that. then increase the initiative directly.
Sees Xanthian.
You said you made a swashbuckler?
Dex is 17, so it will be in between. Okay. Top of round one. Morlo, you are up. Oh, is Scott not here? We will skip Scott and come back to him. Felix, you're up.
Not the wax. Oh God. Oh, okay. Hop out and pop Radiant Soul.
Okay.
So how much movement would I use?
5 feet to exit the cart.
Okay, because I didn't know if I'm technically coming out of prone or not from sleep.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So 15 feet of movement to stand up, and then, but we'll include getting out of the cart on that. So you have 15 feet left.
Okay. Sorry, just marking something on my character
Oh,
sheet.
and just fair warning, guys, since we are starting this combat so late, we're going to run through a round of it, and then that is probably going to be it for tonight. Just fair
All
warning.
Sweet.
Okay.
So as soon as I pop Radiant Soul, I just shoot up 15 feet into the air.
15 feet elevation. Got it. Okay. Logan.
Shannon,
Say what now?
what did you need me to do?
You are up. You get a turn.
Okay, I was hoping done. Okay, she's in bed now. And we're fighting this guy in the middle.
Yes. This guy right there. So right now you are prone inside of a tent. To get out of the tent costs you 15 feet of movement.
Okay, I'll do that.
And
heard you.
also Morlo should be at full hit points. So mark off that you have had a full rest on your character sheet before we get into this, please.
Also, we're only doing one round. He might not have heard that.
Yeah. Just since we're entering this so late, we're going to do a round of this and then we will pick up in the middle of this combat next time.
Okay, I'll get out of the tent,
Okay.
and then I will run towards it for the rest of my movement.
So 15 feet of movement gets you to right there. So you still have 15 feet left.
Didn't it take 15 feet of movement to get out of the tent?
I'm sorry.
Did it take 15 to get up and out of the tent?
That's what I mean. Yeah. 15 feet includes getting up and out of the tent to put you right there. So you are now up. So you have 15 feet of movement left.
And you could dash for another 30.
Okay, but then I don't take an action, or do I? still
Correct.
take one?
Action.
Dashing would be your action.
But you could action.
But
Do I
once
get-
you got there, you could action surge to attack again.
Yeah, that's maybe that. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna do that. And that put me in range.
Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah, you range.
You would be in range.
That's 50 right there. So then I can action surge and
Just decapitate him. We don't want to deal with him.
22 times.
All right. Take your 2 attacks.
Bye, nerds.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
Okay. The first attack misses. Second attack hits. 13 points of piercing damage. So Morlo, you just book it, action surge, take 2 swipes. The first one just goes over his head. The second one, you cleave into his form a little bit.
Did you did Xanthion manage to get off the 100 cents?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm not gonna worry about it. He looks humanoid. That's good enough for me. I've wasted like 3 uses of this on just humanoid things now.
That is not a waste. That is
Or,
information.
well, actually, what's the range on Hunter's Sense?
The 60 feet?
60 feet.
Yeah. So basically, we entered initiative order the second that he got within your range of dark vision, and you woke everybody up. So you would have to use Hunter's Sense as your action in your first round if you want to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
All right, you are up.
All right. I'm going to attack with my longbow, sharpshooter, and I'm gonna use +1 arrows.
Okay, go ahead.
16.
16 is a miss.
Second attack, sharpshooter. 18.
18 hits.
Okay. So so 14 with +1 and 24 with sharpshooter.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
So-
action surge.
Okay. 2 more attacks.
Can I action surge and then use my bonus action before I attack?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark him so I don't forget this time.
Okay.
And then take 2 more attacks. +1 arrows and sharpshooter. 18 again.
18 hits.
Seven, 17, 18 plus a d6. 2, so 20. Fourth
Okay.
attack, sharpshooter, +1 arrows. 17.
17 just hits.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't he like just naked?
Yes.
His schlong out and all.
23,
Yes.
24 with the +1 arrows. So 27 damage.
27 damage. Okay.
Is he fully hard right now?
Nope.
Okay.
He gets no arousal out of being shot with arrows.
I mean,
That was that 27, is that right?
27, yep.
Okay. All right.
Can we take a break so Titus can take a cold shower?
how much damage did he just take? Was it 60?
Let me do the math real quick.
Because you landed 3 out of 4.
He took 61 points of damage.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. So you shoot 4 arrows. The first one actually hits his form, and you watch as like the arrowhead like starts to sink into his pectoral muscle, and it sinks in about half an inch and then just falls out. Like it won't pierce the skin. The other 3 into his chest so that he has 3 arrows sticking out of him, and he walks on, coming toward you.
Holy shit, dude.
It is his turn.
Oh boy.
With Morlo immediately up in his grill, he squares off against Morlo.
I'm scared.
Who the hell is this guy?
I don't know, but he just took.
I'm more worried about what he is. I don't know if he's exactly.
I'll use my next turn to cast Hunter's Sense. Next.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
This also might be a visit from somebody's patron.
Okay, so you watch as the arrows sink into his form, he rears back and squares off against Morlo and just swipes this essentially a gigantic razor blade and just takes a massive swipe, slicing across the plate of Morlo's shell over his chest. What is your AC, Scott?
19.
19. First attack just hits. You take 14 points of slashing damage. And then as the blade digs into your form, these black tendrils shoot out from the blade and just like wrap themselves around your form. You also take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Am I grappled?
You are not grappled. It's just like a flash of dark energy.
Does
He
that
then
look
dou-
like Hex?
And then he doubles similar to a hex. Yeah. Not exactly the same, but similar.
Okay.
And then doubles back and brings it straight down over his head. You take 26 points of slashing damage
God.
and 7 points of necrotic damage.
I'm like 32 points in the hole. Say those numbers again.
Did you reset your points with
I
the
did.
long
Take a
rest?
long rest.
I was at 40, and then I went down to 18 with the first and second attacks. And what was the next
How do you
one?
have 40 hit points?
Wait. 18 and 7 necrotic.
Because you said 26, 20, 22 points and some damage, right? Or no?
On the first attack, it was 14 slashing and 8 necrotic. On the
Yeah.
second, it was 16 slashing, or sorry, 26 slashing and 7 necrotic.
Yeah, no, that adds up.
So,
Holy shit.
26. Okay, I can't go any further than that. I'm dead.
And you watch as
What's your con mod?
yeah, I'm gonna double check that here in a second because 40 does seem low for a level 7 fighter.
Yeah.
What's your con mod, Scott?
Plus 12, or no, plus 1.
You should have 53 hit points.
Okay, I missed something.
A
Then.
I
minimum.
think he'd still be down.
Yeah, I'd be in the hole probably 8 or 9.
All right, you are unconscious. So you watch as Morlo falls to 2 swipes of this person's blade. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He is underneath the tree, not in the tree. And I hate to do this mid-round, but it is now 9 o'clock and I do have to jump off of here. So we will pick up
What?
on Emma's turn next session.
I thought we had a whole round. What the
Sorry, guys.
You
fuck?
drop Morlo and then end it?
I got a hard out at 9 o'clock. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Oh my god.
He just casually tanked 74 points of damage and then dropped Morlo.
You gonna give experience next session?
Yeah, since we're right in the middle of the fight, we'll just lump the Gorgon in with this.
Just give us the Gorgon now.
We can't level. We can't use anything we get from the level mid fight.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know.
I'll give you the Gorgon.
Is anyone actually close to leveling?
No,
I
I'm not. At
am.
least.
I was just
I'm
saying,
about 1,000 XP away. Or no, I'm about 3,000. So
I'm 10,000.
Let's see here.
Wow.
I need the satisfaction of basic math.
It doesn't want to load the Gorgon for me. Hold on.
do you just need the experience, Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay. That might be something on D&D
1,800.
that's acting goofy for me too.
All right, so it's 1,800 divided 7 ways. So
And plus epic changeling role playing.
everybody
And
gets
Dave's
200,
on doing like 200 damage in one session.
257 XP for the Gorgon.
Okay.
All right. We will pick up here next session. Thanks,
Alrighty.
guys.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Nice
I
to
thought
meet you.
I thought we were gonna be getting Ed when you were like a figure with horns approaches.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, we did not discuss this. I don't know what's happening. But
No,
oh,
this
he's
is
gone.
one of the random creatures he wanted us to run into.
Yeah.
I didn't know that